This is the Say It Can't Gamer, and you are live with the MMA-Holes!
Mixed Martial A-Holes! MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial A-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
No way.
From the Queen Studios of New York, we are here, we are back. Conor McGregor is retired. Is Conor McGregor a criminal? Fight week for the UFC, CES, MMA news with the MMA. Wonderful, wonderful. We are here. We are live. Season 3, episode 12. Jesse, how are you tonight?
I'm feeling wonderful, wonderful. I got my hair cut.
Nice. Look at the hair. Her hair is did.
Not that anybody notices because it doesn't look different, but
Our hair is did. Everyone comment on Jesse's hair.
Moss got his haircut.
If you're listening on Podbean or iTunes, let us know what you think as well, because tonight is going to be an amazing show.
It is?
A 2-hour spectacular tonight. And we have some news. Yesterday, craziness.
Yeah.
I woke up and, man, alerts everywhere. Conor McGregor retired. Go live, go live, go live. I do a witty post on the community section over there. Some took me serious. I don't know why, but I wish I had a retard drop on here, but no, I don't have one of those.
Oh, you should make one.
I should.
That was funny.
But a lot of things. We have the retirement, and then shortly after that, we have the allegations of Conor and the sexual attack situation over there. I don't know what that story is, but we're going to get into it tonight. We're going to first start with the retirement. We're going to roll over to this this criminal stuff, talk about that as well. A lot of people like Mystic, are you okay? Is everything all right? I mean, you know,
are you okay?
I mean,
is everything all right?
No, it's not all right. It's not all right. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine because I am not worried in any way. I am not worried that McGregor is retiring, and I'm also not worried about Conor McGregor's little fiasco outside of the cage.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about this. When you saw that tweet, Jesse, right?
Yes.
Or you saw everyone bombarding our messages, what did you think when you first saw it?
So I actually, when I had first seen it, I had just woken up, and the first place that I saw it was on Twitter, I believe. Someone else had tagged us in it, and I was like, "What is this all about?" And I go to Discord, and I see Real had posted in there. He said, "Goodbye, McGregor," or something like that. He said something along those lines, and I'm like, "What the fuck is happening?" So I go back to Twitter, and Olympia Lowlife had tagged us in numerous tweets. One of them being the Conor McGregor tweet, and I was like, "Is this shit for real?" So I looked it up. And sure enough, like, there's fucking articles written on it, and I couldn't wait for you to wake up. I wanted to wake you up right then and there, but I just wanted you to kind of ease into your day so that I could deliver the bad news. And then the moment you wake up, that's when I decided to say, Conor McGregor just announced his official retirement.
My eyes open. They open. I look over, and she's like, "Yeah, Conor McGregor retired," like that.
Just nonchalant, just, you know.
So I'm like, wait a second, Conor retired.
He didn't believe me at first.
In the middle of the night.
He's like, nah.
So I look and I see all over the place, go live, because we should have went live, but I was like, this is weird. Let me let this. This is the first time. Usually we jump on a McGregor story, we immediately go live and start talking about it. This one I wanted to handle differently. I wanted to let everything develop, and still everything hasn't developed. And I kind of thought by today we would hear a little bit more about this. And I have some interesting thoughts over here. Brett Baratheon jumping in.
My son Colton says hello. Shout out to Colton PLS.
Shout out Colton.
Colton. What's up, Colton? How are you? I hope you're wonderful.
Hope you're enjoying the show.
Wonderful.
That's right.
Who am I kidding? course, you're enjoying the show. Everybody enjoys the show.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Is Colton a Conor McGregor fan? Well, all right. So here's the deal. The Conor McGregor situation. Now, when I saw this, I was like, okay, I don't believe it. This is another shtick by Conor. This is maybe a negotiating ploy or just trying to stay relevant. I mean, the phone smash thing, you know, him prancing around with the proper 12, Chicago, Boston, you know, and then this happens. I'm like, well, this is Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
You know, this is what I mean, you don't know what the fuck this guy's going to start tweeting, or you never know. All we know is he'll probably be back in his early 30s. He'll probably be back. And then shortly afterwards, now, when did the story about the whole rape thing come back up?
That happened, I think it was towards the end of the same day, if not the beginning of the following day, when I saw it. It wasn't very long after his retirement. And that's why everyone was kind of like, are these correlated? Did he announce his retirement because of this situation? He's trying to keep it a little more private. I mean, it would make sense to me that they're correlated, but I could see why some people would be like, no, just coincidence, like happenstance that happened at the same time.
We're going to read a couple of articles here. Okay, we're going to deliver the news. We're going to open up the phone lines for Vigo. We're going to be doing all that stuff. I want to concentrate on this whole Conor situation because when I find out anything about Conor, and if it has to do with him not fighting again, all I'm thinking is, fuck, there goes our 2,000 subscriber nights. Like when
that is exactly what went through my head when I first read it.
When the UFC has a red panty night, the MMA-Holes have a red panty night. Like we fucking surge up. I mean, so Conor McGregor gives us our red panty nights, and that's why we jump aboard that whole situation. Unlike other MMA media or whatever, you know, we say how it is. You know, when Conor McGregor's gonna fight, it's a fucking party for us. We throw a party. It's crazy over here. So without him in the UFC, there is not one single person that brings the numbers that McGregor brings. Okay, so whether you like him or hate him, it doesn't matter. The numbers don't lie. You know, people want to pay for the pay-per-views to watch him win. They want to pay to watch him lose. Now, coincidentally, the story of the assaults comes back into the picture.
Yes. Right? And I remember saying this too, and I'm so glad that it came back into the picture. And I'll keep it super short, but I specifically remember bringing this up not too long ago and getting laughed at because I brought it up, but it was never finished. And now all of a sudden this investigation, I mean, if tabloids are coming out saying that he himself is being investigated, does that not say that he is the guilty party in whatever situation was brought up a couple months ago?
Well, I'm going to laugh again because honestly, the story that came up again, there is nothing new. There is absolutely nothing new. In fact, it is the exact same story that we heard before.
No.
We don't know the details.
No, the story we heard before was that it was an Irish sportsman. They never even said Conor was being investigated. This time they're saying Conor McGregor is being investigated.
Okay.
That's a whole other
here's
thing.
the deal. Here's the deal. Let's get to the news. Whoa, what the fuck was that, Jesse? Let's get into the news. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot to talk about tonight. First, let's talk about the retirement, and we'll roll into the sexual assaults.
All right, according to CBS Sports, Conor McGregor announces his MMA retirement via Twitter for the second time, but will this one stick? As we mentioned before, former UFC or two-division UFC champion Conor McGregor has decided to retire for the second time in 3 years, again announcing his decision casually on social media posts. McGregor, who's 21-4, the superstar who has shattered or challenged pay-per-view records in both mixed martial arts and boxing, tweeted a quick announcement early Tuesday morning declaring his intentions to walk away from fighting at age 30. The tweet read, quote, "Hey guys, a quick announcement. I've decided to retire from the sport formerly known as mixed martial arts today. I wish all my old colleagues well going forward in competition. I now join my former partners on this venture already in retirement. Proper pina coladas on me, fellas. Conor McGregor."
All right. So now let's move on. Now, we did a little poll over here on the MMA-Holes. Let's refresh this thing. 695 people have voted, and 721 have voted. And we said, will Conor McGregor ever compete in the UFC again? 79% say yes, and 21% say no. So it looks like there's a lot of hate out there, but it still looks like majority of the people think he will still be back in the UFC.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's going to be back, man. This dude is not. Now, I don't think he's going to be back because of money. I don't think that's the problem over here. I think the guy has so much fucking money.
So you think he's going to be back for the hype?
I think he likes the spotlight. I really do. When you see him prancing around out there, and yes, he is getting paid, I think this guy narcissistically loves being in front of the camera, throwing himself out there, playing his games.
So
I think he likes this.
There's this thing that generally happens to people who are in the spotlight for a long amount of time, who have personalities like that, the completely outspoken personality, and it's basically getting burnt out. So you don't think that maybe he just got burnt out and he just can't put on that facade anymore? So
no, I think he is just fine. He's prancing his baby out there. He's dropping pucks. He's on floats. I think this guy was a plumber. This guy was fucking scrubbing toilets and fixing pipes. Like, he was the low of the low on welfare. Just nothing, scum of the earth. And now he's a mega superstar. In fact, he is up there with the major athletes, not just the UFC. This guy is up there everywhere.
Yeah.
You know? So I think that he's addicted to the spotlight. And when he does retire officially, which I don't think this is official, but when he does do that, he's going to be an actor. He'll do whatever the fuck he's going to do. Now, the whole situation with outside of the cage, the sexual assault, that is something different, okay? We're going to dabble into that right now. But let me know in the chat, do you think Conor McGregor's coming back? Yes or no? Niall Flanagan.
I think that WME has ties to the NY Times and asked them to push the story after negotiations with the UFC broke down.
It's possible.
And McGregor subsequently retired.
It's possible.
Acumen.
Thank you, Niall Flanagan, for that $10 donation over there. You're wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
That is possible. I am not buying it. I don't buy it. And the reason why I don't buy it is because Dana White, the way he reacted afterwards, something is fishy. There's something in the story that we're missing. I think the negotiations between Conor McGregor and the UFC to get back into the cage kind of went south, went stale, and you have all these other fighters having fights. Conor was basically begging people on social media, hey, Nate, let's fight. Hey, Pettis, let's fight. Hey, everyone, he's just throwing things at Max Holloway. He's just going all over the place, and they're all getting linked up with fights, and now Conor's sitting there and is like, I'm fucking Conor McGregor and I can't get a fight. I retire.
Yeah.
That's what I think happened. This whole assault thing, I don't buy. But let's get into that story right now. JBH.
According to MMA Fighting, Conor McGregor is under investigation for a sexual assault allegation in Ireland. Conor McGregor's latest retirement announcement is likely to take a backseat to major allegations involving the UFC star that were reported on Tuesday. The New York Times reports that McGregor, 30, is under investigation from the Gardaí, which is the Irish police, I believe I pronounced that correct, for his potential involvement in a sexual assault case in December, citing sources, quote, familiar with the investigation. The alleged incident was initially reported by Irish publication RTE on December 12, 2018, but due to the Gardaí not releasing the name of the suspect, he was simply referred to as, quote, an Irish sports star. The country's laws do not allow for suspects in rape cases to be named unless they are convicted. Regardless, rumors swirled on social media speculating that McGregor was the sportsman in question. MMA Fighting reached out to McGregor's team for comment and received a statement from spokeswoman Karen J. Kessler.
Okay, so far, this is the exact same story as before. I haven't heard anything new about Conor McGregor.
Well, the new thing is there was speculation about Conor, and now Conor is officially under investigation.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
There's a spokeswoman who's just left a comment
back into
here.
The story.
She said, quote, this story has been circulating for some time and it is unclear why it is being reported now. The assumption that the Conor retirement announcement today is related to this rumor is absolutely false. Should Conor fight in the future, it must be in an environment where fighters are respected for their value, their skill, their hard work, and their dedication to the sport. Per the New York Times report, McGregor was arrested in January and questioned by law enforcement in regards to the incident, but released pending further investigation. He has not yet been formally charged with the crime. The accuser alleges that the incident occurred in the Beacon Hotel in Dublin, a short drive from McGregor's hometown of Crumlin, which is located in South Dublin.
Could you back up for a second? So
Sure.
It said that he was arrested for this incident?
Yes. He was arrested and questioned by law enforcement in regards to this incident.
In regards to this incident. So he was. All right. So here's a part of the story I never heard.
The law enforcement, they did release him pending a further investigation. So for Irish law and law in the UK, apparently, and this is what I read on the article before, was that if they have a suspect, if they have someone that they're investigating, they can't hold them. So they will question them and stuff, but they have to release them until they get more.
This makes no sense to me. Okay, so now we're finding out that he was arrested, right? and he was questioned, and then they let him go. Okay. So then, if that was the case, how the hell did this information not get out before? Why is it okay now and not before?
Because according to Irish law or Ireland's law, I don't really know where the jurisdiction is there, but according to their law, they're not allowed to release any of that information until after the case has been closed. Now, this case hasn't been closed, so that I have no idea how they got the information.
How did the information get out?
Yeah.
Something is weird. Something is very, very weird. How did the information... Now, this is from the New York Times, correct?
Yes. I can finish it if you want.
Yeah, finish the story. I'm just trying to process this.
So he was arrested and questioned in regards to the incident and then released pending further investigation. He has not been formally charged with the crime. The accuser alleges that the incident occurred at the Beacon Hotel in Dublin, a short drive from McGregor's hometown in Crumlin, which is located in South Dublin. In the report, McGregor is described as an occasional guest at the establishment, and sources claim to have seen him visit before the night of the incident, booking the hotel penthouse. Police have evidence from McGregor's room as well as a closed-circuit camera footage, according to the New York Times, citing a source with knowledge of the investigation. So a source with knowledge is where they got all the information from. This is the second time this month that a McGregor arrest has made the headlines. Earlier in March, McGregor was arrested for allegedly taking the cell phone of a man, and we all know that story, where he was charged with strong-armed robbery and criminal mischief and is facing a lawsuit for that incident. McGregor, a former UFC lightweight and featherweight champion, is currently under suspension from the Nevada State Athletic Commission for his involvement in the infamous UFC 229 brawl with a $50,000 fine, blah, blah, blah.
All right, yeah, we know all that.
So, with this situation, they have footage, they have video footage evidence, and I guess he had ended up booking the penthouse the night before this incident occurred.
Okay.
So, I mean, that right there is a huge red flag.
Where is the part of the rape?
So, what do you mean?
So, a lot of people are saying that he raped some girl.
Yeah,
like
she
that.
claims.
So what is she saying?
She's claiming that he sexually assaulted her in a room at the Beacon Hotel. Yeah.
Okay. So now hearing this right here, okay. So they brought him in for questioning. They let him go, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. We've known that from Ted Bundy, for God's sakes.
Right. So
now the question is, what is the story? What is going on here? And why is this thing just kind of going? He's out there. He's with his girlfriend. He's with his family. Is this a cover-up for what he did? Or is this girl playing games? I mean, Conor McGregor, if you're fucking around with Conor McGregor, it looks damn good that this guy fucking punched me in the face. I
have two different opinions on this, because the way I look at it is, I mean, it's Conor McGregor. It's not hard for a woman to jump up and be like, I want to get paid, you know? And to claim sexual assault is the easiest way for a woman to do it. I mean, there's so many cases of false claims by women for sexual assault. It's ridiculous. But women do it because they either want the attention or they want this or that. They always want something out of it.
So basically, we have nothing. Once again,
well, they have evidence, and they did get sources from the investigation.
But what is it? We don't know the story.
We don't know
the allegations.
Can you give us your best Valley Girl accent?
Marky!
Like, oh my God. My God.
Ariel Hawani.
My God.
Slap them asses.
My God.
Really?
Look at that butt.
Slap the asses, Ariel. Slap them.
Butt.
Haven't heard this in a minute.
Butt. Oh my God.
All right, Marky says.
Eggplant sweat droplets UFC. My source says he fucked the UFC up the ass so hard they are pressing sexual assault charges. Shushing face.
So I was hoping, thank you, Marky Wahoo, for the generous donation. You are wonderful.
Wonderful.
I was hoping that we would have more information here. So now we know Conor was brought in. Okay. He was questioned about the situation.
I did have another side of this. She could easily have claimed these false charges against him, but I've also seen situations where a woman was genuinely sexually assaulted and tried to claim it, and then people didn't believe her.
Yeah.
And I mean, this guy, we have sources that say, I mean, we've had interviews with fighters who have said that this guy snorts cocaine. And that shit can make you do crazy shit.
Hold on a second. The guy that we had on, Conor's training partner, says it is possible that he snorts cocaine.
But have you not read other articles?
Yeah, but he's never said. What I'm saying is he probably does do it.
Right.
I'm on board with that too.
In happenstance, he does it.
Yeah. Just to be safe here, Tom Egan was on, and he says, yeah, he's probably doing cocaine. He's never seen him snort it.
So let's just say that he does do it.
He probably
We
does,
don't know, but let's just say he does. That drug can make a person do some crazy fucking shit.
It's a hell of a drug.
So I'm just saying it could affect his judgment and his ability to make wise decisions, especially when it comes to assaulting a woman.
I don't think he retired because of this. I think he retired because, like I said before, I think he retired because of the frustration with the UFC. Now, this is a serious situation if you think about it. An allegation by a woman saying that someone assaulted them, I mean, you can't take that lightly. Whether they're lying or not lying, you have to take it serious.
Yeah.
You have to take this thing serious. So until we know the whole story, until we figure out what the hell's going on here, I think he was partying, and maybe he did bring a girl back to the room. Maybe he did, you know, little shenanigans like that. I don't know. Man, I don't see him as that type of
I could
personality.
see him sexually assaulting a woman.
Really?
I could. Only because he's so, like, there's just something about him. He's a very respectable guy.
Yeah.
And just based off of what we see.
Well, he's throwing hand trucks and shit like that.
Well,
but
true.
he's about honor, right?
But it's easy to make a bad decision when you're caught up in a moment and partying.
Yeah, it's also easy for someone to be like, oh my God, I'm in Conor McGregor's room. Punch himself in the face and be like, oh, he hit me.
Come on.
I don't know. I'm not buying it. It's like this. All right. We don't know the story. I'm going by my hunch. You're going by your hunch, right?
I have two different hunches. Yeah. I don't know.
So, all right. So then what do you truly believe? I know what you want to believe because of, I mean, you've backed it before. So with the evidence that you have now, right? He retires and then this comes out coincidentally afterwards. It does lead you in that direction, right?
Listen, I wouldn't be able to make a decision. Like I said, I've seen both sides. I've seen sides where a woman was sexually assaulted and nobody believed her. And I've seen a side where a woman was not sexually assaulted and just tried to get something out of it.
What do you believe?
I don't know. I need more information.
See, I don't. I don't need more information. I honestly, if you would say, Chris, honestly, what do you think? I'm thinking maybe he was partying. Maybe he had a good time. I don't think he did do that. Now, it's not out of the question. It isn't out of the question because guys do stupid shit. Guys are assholes. You know, for the most part, guys are fucking assholes. And you see these things happen all the time. So he's not immune to that. He's not immune. It's not like he didn't do it. But in this situation, in this circumstance, I don't feel he did do it. I just don't believe he did do it. Now, it's possible. Anything is possible. Let's see what the chat says. And we're going to open up the phone lines early tonight and get your opinions on this situation. Right behind us is a package from Jessica G. We're going to open this shit up after the controversy.
The girl is lying, says Vigo Stockholm. Sean Hart says, Vlad, sup? Drunk Savage says, I heard she slapped him and then he went crazy. Colby Williams says, she was not raped, she was lying. She was a prostitute and was banging multiple people that night. Sean Rosa says, thank you, Moss. Agreed. Mark Wallace, he's gay. Vlad says, sup, Sean Hart. Butterfly Masker says, her tampon had to be surgically removed. Just look it up. Syed.
What the fuck? Wonderful. Oh, wait, Connor, is that true? Oh, God.
Says the truth is nobody knows.
He didn't call her back and she got mad.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. She's like, God damn it. I love him. I love him. All right. What else did they say in the chat?
NH says, Vlad, hello, sweetie. Drunk Savage, it's real head in the box. Sean Hart says, all rich athletes become rape artists. Bullshite. Kainoto74 says, had it not been for the video proof, Moss would not believe he tossed the dolly.
He didn't do it. The dolly. Here's the problem. The dolly toss itself. I mean, Connor just looked at it and it just magically jumped through the window. By the way, I did say that is a terrorist attack. To the new people that are watching, I did say that. I had a whole fucking show about it saying it was a terrorist attack. But you know, that's wrong. He got in trouble for that, and whatever happened. He served his time that he had to do, and we move on from that. This is a whole different situation over here. The guy is a knucklehead. Don't get me wrong. The guy's a complete knucklehead. But honestly, if I was in this situation, I had a shitload of money, and I was on top of the world, I might be a knucklehead too. You'd probably be a knucklehead as well.
You give them drawers one last go before you send them my way. Playa.
We got them. They're going to be sent out tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow, we're going to be sending out multiple packages. Thank you, Scallywag. You're wonderful.
Wonderful.
That's right. Scallywag won the spin on the wheel. Couple more comments from the chat. I'm going to open up the phones.
Colby Johnson says, what does being a prostitute have to do with anything? That doesn't mean she wasn't raped. Roofies in proper 12, says Gary Banjo Sandwich. Her tampon was surgically removed, and that's fucking sad, says Johnny. Sean Hart says, Connor used telekinesis to throw the dolly. Hey, Moss.
Yeah, that's what happened. He looked at it, and he's like, move. That's what he did. All right, let's open up the phone lines. I want to get your calls. 516-522-0267. Just lost it over there. 516-522-0267. I want to know what you're thinking. Tell me what's on your mind. All right, here we go. Conor McGregor, his whole situation. Is he retired? Did he retire because of this whole assault situation? Is he a rapist? Is he innocent? I want to know. Get in.
I got 727. You're live with the MMA Holes. What is on your mind?
Bye-bye. All right, next one, 516-522-0267. Get your thoughts in quick. No long-winded bullshit. I just want to know what you think about Conor McGregor. Is he a rapist? Is he retiring? Is he innocent? I want to know what you think. I mean, this is a big story over here. Big action over here with Conor McGregor. This guy is a superstar. You are live with the go ahead, Jess.
MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind? Is this guy going to talk? You just going to keep calling? What are you doing, man?
Maybe my Hangout link's broken. Hold on. Let's open up another one. I want to know. Read the chat a little bit, and I'm going to open up a new Hangout.
Rigo Stockholm says, talk, man. Flat Earth thinking, dude, call. Bye-bye, says Noah Velez. Pulse Reloaded with a question mark. Good point, Colby, says Samuel Hayes. Michael Anzalone says, Michael Anzalone says, hey, Flat Earth. And Vigo Stockholm says, quick thoughts. Flat Earth thinking, hi, Mikey. Michael Anzalone Flat. And H says, LOL, scared people to call in live. Mikey Wahoo says, with Robert Kraft after the Bruins game. Jebby says, Conor is a drunk man. That's it. Alcohol destroys men's brain and health.
All right. We got it back open again. It's 516-522-0267. Call us. We miss you. We miss you so much. Give us a call. Let me know your thoughts on the Conor McGregor situation.
Drug Savage says it was the Fapper on the phone. Marky Wahoo, I hope the Chicago Tool doesn't call. You are live with the MMA Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
This is the same number?
Yeah.
All right.
It's the same number the last 3 times.
Try it again. 516-522-0267. Jesse, you call in. How about let's see if it works. If
All
the
right.
phone lines are even working. I don't even know. We've been having problems, so I wouldn't be surprised. Donation!
Choo-choo, motherfucker!
I don't believe for a second Conor did it. According to FBI statistics as of 2019 and over, 95% of rape and assault allegations by women are false. Girl probably got Conor in a room alone and gave herself a 3-piece and a soda. Total bullshit.
Thank you, Vlad. All right. Yeah, he was donating you. Thank you, Vlad, for the donation. Appreciate that. What do you think? You think it was a 3-piece and soda on herself? It's probable. It's probable. All right, here's. Oh, hold on. We got a call here. Hello, Jesse.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so the phone lines work. So that guy's a fucking knucklehead. 516-522-0267. Get your thoughts in on the Conor McGregor situation. 50 likes. Yeah, let's dance. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA holds 50 likes. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA holds 50 likes. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA holds 50 likes. The dislikes can choke on a dick. All right, let's turn those phone lines back on.
Can we open this present, please?
We can. I want to get a couple phone calls. So 516-522-0267. Don't be a faggot. Give us a call. We want to know Conor McGregor. What do you think? Is he retired? Is he an assaulter? We have 79% saying yes, he will come back to the UFC, and 21% say no. He's going away.
727, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind for the 4th frickin' time?
All right, so that's over with. We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop that. I mean, what the fuck? What is he doing? What is he doing?
See, it's one thing to do it for the attention if people can hear you, but you get no attention if nobody knows who you are.
I have a feeling they're just a knucklehead, doesn't know how to use a phone.
Okay, this is from Jessica G. And she told us today, she said, hold on. Okay, she told us today that if she's not in the chat, to enjoy. And I will send her, actually, Mikey, if you could timestamp this so that we could send her when we opened up her package, that would be great. Thank you, Mikey. I love you. Okay.
All right, so let's see what we got over here. Thank you, Jessica G. And if you want to send anything to the MMA Holes, there is an address down below. By the way, this Friday, we're going to be going to CES 55 in 2 days. We're going to be over at the event. The Hartford Center will be over there. This is how this is going to work. We're going to stream beforehand. We'll stream after the event. But during the event, it's on Fight Pass. So if you want to hang with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
You got to be there. You got to either be there or you have to watch on Fight Pass. We're going to have a booth over there. We're going to be playing games. We're going to be playing a game called the Nickname Game. The Nickname.
Bomb.com.
We're going to be giving away stuff, BetDSI stuff. We have MMA-Holes swag there as well. So if you're in the Connecticut area, it's the Hartford Convention Center. And Matt Bissett, who is on Monday, will be fighting on that card. A bunch of people are going to be. William Knight, who is on the show as well, is fighting on the card. So it's going to be wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right, back to JBH opening up the gift.
I ran almost 2 miles today, guys. Just fun fact. We went to the gym. We did legs and shoulders and deadlifts. First time doing deadlifts.
Jebby, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, little buddy, but Conor is coming back. And you're going to have to suck it up and pay for his pay-per-views. Wah, wah.
All right. Here we go. We've got a letter. Enjoy. Mama Bear always provides for her cubs. Jessica G.
Jessica G is our mama bear.
Beautiful handwriting, by
That
the
is
way.
very nice. Let me see his handwriting. Wow.
It's like the handwriting of a...
Jessica G.
What's...
All right, let's see what we got here. If you're just jumping in, we're opening and unboxing. We're going to be talking more about the Conor McGregor situation, so welcome to the show. But peeps are sending us stuff.
Okay.
What do we got?
Here's what we have. Newspaper.
Whoa.
Now there's a sticky note on here.
Take a guess in the chat. What do you think is in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Okay, it says for Moss and JBH, open first. So we're going to open this one first.
All right, Jesse. It's like Christmas.
I love opening things.
All right.
You guys could send me a fucking diaper, and I would...
You know you're getting a diaper now.
And I would love opening it.
All right, what do we got in the newspaper? Uh-oh, she's making an orgasm face. Whoa, shit. What the fuck?
PS4 Stream World Heist. Never played that. Battlefield 1. I think I played this. I can't remember.
Oh, she went ham. These are PS4 games?
These are PS4 games.
Wow, look at this.
South Park, The Fractured Butthole.
Yeah!
Your favorite show.
I'm in that.
It's his favorite show. Good job, Jessica G.
Wow.
Battlefront, Star Wars.
Whoa!
Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Damn, she went fucking crazy.
Middle Earth, Shadow of War.
Wow. Middle Earth Shadow. What is that?
Holy
Lord of the Rings?
shite. Holy shite, Jessica G. We have You want to play Not the MMA-Holes tonight?
I tell you what. Make sure you subscribe to our second channel, Not the MMA-Holes. Link in the description. It looks like Jessica G's got a set on that
Thumbnails
channel.
galore. I can't wait to make thumbnails for these games.
Wow. Thank you, Jessica. That's crazy. That's super
That's beyond crazy.
generous over there.
I want to
Wow.
play one tonight. Holy shite. Good
What
stuff,
the
Jessica
fuck?
G. All right, I'm going to open this one next.
Yeah, let us know what the ones if you want us to go on the second
Got
channel
it.
tonight. Maybe we'll do that after the show.
Yeah, I think that's it. I can't wait to make it. I love
Wow,
making
it's crazy.
thumbnails for new games. I like putting our faces on stupid characters.
Jessica G's. Jesus Christ. That's some serious stuff.
What the heck?
All right, so Jesse's opening the second. I mean, she's like fucking... How much money did she spend on this shit? What do we got, Jesse? What do we got? What do you think's in the box?
A Nintendo DS2.
Wow. Fucking Jessica G.
Oh my god! For the record, I used to have a Nintendo DS, and I couldn't put that thing down. I was like a grown woman, and I couldn't put the fucking thing down. So, this is mine now.
Wow.
Hope you know this.
All right, everyone drop the eggplants in the
wait.
chat for Jessica G.
So, Mario Kart 7 is pre-installed, and Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon.
Fucking A. I got to say this, Jessica, thank you very much. I mean, that's insane. Insanely generous over there. Wow.
Oh my god!
Wonderful.
That is pretty
I'm never going to put this thing down. I hope you realize that.
We've lost Jesse.
I will never put this down.
That's pretty cool. Jessica G, thank you so much for the generosity over there. You're wonderful.
Wonderful.
And we will definitely be playing this on the second channel, not the MMA-Holes.
Holy
All right.
shite.
Get your
Jessica,
thoughts in.
What are you doing?
Conor McGregor. I don't know how do you bounce back from that. Conor McGregor, is he retired? Is he? So Mike H said he was trying to call, and it was going to the Google Voice. So here's how you do this: you state your name, and then it starts ringing. So that's how it works. So should we open the phone lines up again so Mike H can call?
Sure.
You want to watch Jesse play?
I kind of want to
Nintendo
open
Switch?
it right now.
No, we have a show to do, for God's sakes. All right, Mike, try to call again. All you got to do is say your name on there, and then it'll have you go straight through. It's 516-522-0267. We read a couple of stories here about the Conor McGregor situation, and let's see what he has to say.
Mike Gaethje, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What is on your mind? Mike.
We know it works because Jesse just called. So, all right. Well, what do we...
That's all right. Try calling a little later when we open the lines up. Maybe it'll be...
No Obama phones, please. All right, let's get back into the fucking program over here. Jesse, what else do we have in the news?
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Oh, I messed it up.
Super chat.
Super chat, Drunk Savage.
Jessica should get a free spin on the wheel. Flex biceps beer mugs.
You want to give her a spin?
Yeah, we should give her a spin.
Yes.
We have to wait for Jessica to be in the chat, though. So when Jessica jumps in the chat...
someone let us know.
Hello, cat. When Jessica jumps in, everyone say, Jessica's here. Spam the chat with Jessica's
We
here.
should have like a key word. When everyone starts spamming that word, we know Jessica's there.
Yeah.
What should the word be? Everyone should just drop a bunch of eggplants when you see
Why
Jessica.
can't they just put Jessica's here?
Because it's funnier.
Okay. Or you could do that. Whatever you want to do. All right. So, yeah, when Jessica's in the chat, let us know, and then we'll let her spin the wheel. I mean, that was extremely generous over there. Crazy stuff. All right, let's get back into the news.
All right. According to BJPen.com, Dana White explains why the UFC offered Conor McGregor a co-main event slot. Former two-division UFC champ Conor McGregor made the headlines last night when he announced his retirement from mixed martial arts on Twitter. Prior to his newly announced retirement, it was reported that Conor McGregor was in talks to fight Donald Cowboy Cerrone in July. That rumor gained even more traffic when UFC commentator Joe Rogan said that a fight between Cowboy and Mystic Mac was a done deal. Unfortunately, the proposed McGregor versus Cerrone matchup failed to come to fruition because the promotion could not come to terms with the Irish star. The UFC allegedly wanted to book the proposed matchup to serve as the co-main event for the promotion's International Fight Week card, something McGregor was not interested in. Why the fight was slated to be the co-main event was an easy decision, according to UFC President Dana White. The brash UFC boss explained that the promotion was hoping to book Daniel Cormier versus Brock Lesnar as the main event for July and have Conor versus Cowboy serve as the co-headliner. He said, quote, "Yes, that did happen. Every time I deal with Conor, there's always something. There's always something to deal with, and we get it figured out. Let me ask you a question. We were going to do the fight that was going to be on the card with him was probably going to be the heavyweight championship. Should that be the co-main event?" White believes he would receive backlash from fans for having McGregor as the main event ahead of the heavyweight title fight. He said, quote, "The more people I hear from, the fans and the media and all this shit, if I end up putting Conor McGregor not as a champion on the main event, I guess I don't have to listen to any bullshit, do I? So if I didn't do it this way and just made him the main event and with no title, no nothing, everybody would go fucking mental and go nuts and start chirping about, oh, he gets favoritism, 100%. So the real question is, do you think Conor McGregor versus Donald Cerrone is worthy of a pay-per-view main event slot?"
No one cares now. I mean, that is not even the story, right? So, I mean, yeah, we can move from that. We can skip that one and talk about the real situation, the retirement. So, all right, let's get back into another story over here. I'm going to try to open up the phone lines later on in the show. We're going to be going into 11 over here, hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
What happened? What happened over there? I'm going to be going into 11 over here. So we'll be opening up the phone lines later. I noticed a lot of people like, I'm trying to call. I don't know what happened here. It's one call is getting through and they're not talking. So I don't know why that is the case, but we will open it up later. All right, what else do we have in the news? Let's switch it up.
All right, according to a CBS Sports UFC 239 fight card, Jon Jones versus Thiago Santos and Amanda Nunes versus Holly Holm are scheduled to headline the event. International Fight Week just got a whole lot more interesting. On Wednesday, ESPN reported that UFC light heavyweight champ Jon Jones would defend his title against fast-rising contender Thiago Santos, while women's bantam and featherweight champion Amanda Nunes would defend her 135-pound strap against former title holder Holly Holm. The two fights will headline UFC's perennial top card of the year from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas on July 6th. The announcement comes just after Jones teased the idea of moving up to heavyweight and challenging Stipe Miocic on the same card. Jones, who's 24-1, is coming off a decision victory over Anthony Smith in March after stopping Alexander Gustafsson in December to reclaim the title. He has never lost in action. Santos, 21-6, meanwhile, has been on an absolute tear since moving up to 205 pounds with stoppage wins over Jimmy Manawa and Jan Blachowicz in his last 2 fights.
All right, so what do you think about that? It was weird. There was rumblings about John Jones and Stipe Miocic. It was all over the place. Like, everyone's like, holy shit, this is everywhere. Is John Jones going to fight Stipe? Is John Jones going to fight Stipe? Getting tagged. Like, holy shit, is this fight going to actually happen? And then, boom, roasted. You go into the next next hour and then find out, nope, this is the fight that's going to be happening, UFC 239. Yeah. So what do you guys think in the chat? I see a John Jones victory. I mean, shocker, right? Well, I mean, not really surprising on that one, but Thiago's got hands. Like, the guy has power. John Jones is just the greatest light heavyweight of all time. So rest in peace, Thiago Santos. What do you think about this fight here, Jess?
You know what? I'm not too disappointed in this fight. When you had mentioned Stipe and John Jones, the first thing that came out of my mouth was that'll never happen. I just don't see it happening. But this is a good fight. I like this fight. I'm ready to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's better than Anthony Smith. I'm going to go with that one. I like this fight a little bit better than the Anthony Smith fight because, I mean, Thiago Santos, I mean, his hands are bombs, are absolute bombs. And in this sport, you've seen if anyone gets caught, boom, it's over. It's a wrap. Upset city. You can see it. So this one interests me a little bit more. We said before the John Jones fight, you know, that Anthony Smith has no shot. I said he had no shot. I mean, it didn't make any sense. I understood why there was a lopsided betting odds over there. But this one over here, I think will be a little bit closer, not as far-fetched as the Anthony Smith, but John Jones will probably be a heavy favorite in this one as well. We'll see. Speaking of odds, Jesse, let's go to our sponsor, BetDSI, because they are wonderful, wonderful. Yeah.
Just because you're not in Vegas doesn't mean you can't bet on MMA and UFC. BetDSI offers online wagering and has been paying winners for 20 years. Use the link in the description with promo code MMAHOLE and earn up to 100% bonus match on your winnings. BetDSI is top rated on betting review sites. Use your sports knowledge to make some extra cash. BetDSI has a very user-friendly interface and mobile site, as well as the fastest payouts in the industry. Simply play, win, and get paid. BetDSI also offers betting options for everything, including NFL, NCAA Football, NBA, NHL, UFC, and all other major sports, politics, reality TV, esports, virtually everything. Try live betting at BetDSI, where you can bet on games for the entire matchup, every play, and every minute until the end. New members get 100% bonus match using the link in the description and promo code MMAHOLE. That's more than double your money to start winning today. We play there ourselves and recommend BetDSI if you want to add some excitement to the fights or any other sports you are watching. Once again, go to BetDSI using promo code MMAHOLE and get this limited time 100% bonus offer to make some extra cash on the sports you know and love. It's only a game until you bet it at BetDSI.
That's right, BetDSI. Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, remember there's a promo code. It's MMAHOLE. You get double your money on your first deposit. Link in the description. Looking over here, and a couple of things. How about the Karate Hottie situation? I don't know. Did we get a chance to post that on the message board, Jess?
For
Remember I showed you her thighs?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Well, let's see if we
My
can put
apologies.
them up over here. Karate.
I did link everything else, though. One thing I forgot.
All right, let's see this broad's thighs over here.
They're like monsters.
All right, so look at these thighs. Check these thighs out. She is an underdog in the fight against Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Let's go to the pervert. Oh, that's me.
Pervert. You said let's go to the pervert, and you put yourself on camera.
We're on the pervert right now. All right, now we're on the perverts, and now we're going to the Zoom. All right, so I was gonna put the pervert section. Here we go. All righty, let's scroll in over here and check these things out. Okay, this woman here is the underdog in this fight. Jesse, look at the size of this one's thighs.
It's crazy.
She's in some shape. Some fucking shape here, Karate Hottie.
I bet the muscle of her thighs makes up about 90% of her weight.
It's nuts. Now, she is the underdog in this fight against Karolina Kowalkiewicz. And where's that fight over here? She's
that is insane.
Plus 133. So maybe you should drop your money on Karate Hottie. We put some money this week, and we did a little Khalil Roundtree action against Eric Anders. I think Khalil Roundtree is going to get that KO. So we got that Khalil Roundtree money on BetDSI. But I'm thinking Michelle Waterson might be the next one to jump on over there. David Branch was another one. He's an underdog. We were thinking about throwing cash on him. But Michelle Waterson, I think she might beat Karolina Kowalkiewicz. And I have a soft spot. I like Karolina Kowalkiewicz.
Yeah, me too. I really like Karolina. But I do think that Karolina's... I don't know. Like, do you think that maybe her age is getting to her a little bit when it comes to her fight technique? Like, there's
She's
just
getting older.
She
Yeah.
seems like she's slowing down a little bit. She's not as, she's not as crisp as she used to be.
Let me know in the chat who wins this fight, or do you want to just fap? You can fap in the chat as well. But who wins this fight, Karolina Kowalkiewicz or the Karate Hate?
Karate Hate. Noah Velez says, Macy Barber is my UFC crush. J Ray's Bakes Cookie says, I think you're cool, drunk. Vigos.com corkscrew guy is famous now. Lick These Please says, fat bitch. DB Cooper's Moneybag says, nice Lebowski reference, Drunk Savage. Henry Sosa says, somebody dropped $10. Perfect cameraman. Fap says Tucker Baker. Scuffed Gamer says, Trap. Fap sorry says Henry Sosa. Samuel Hayes Jones Santos. It has been a year of the upsets. Drunk Savage says, J Ray's Bakes Cookies with the cheers. Kyle O'Brien. Fap. Colby Williams put money on Gaethje. Barbosa struggles against brawlers like Gaethje. Michael Chapman says, that's one hot ass Asian boy. Sean Hart says, I'd Fook Waterson's face. I'm scared of her legs. Fap says, Jessica G's in the chat.
There she is, Jessica G. She's here. All right, so Jessica, we open up the gifts.
Thank you so much, Jessica.
Holy shit.
Never gonna put it down. The Nintendo DS, I will never put it down. And I told Moss I can't wait to make thumbnails for.
Yeah, so
games.
on the second channel, I mean, this is insane. We have a lot of hours to be playing. And thank you very much for the generosity. Some of the people in the chat were like, well, she should spin that goddamn wheel. So Jessica G, are you ready for a spin? Let me know in that chat room, and we'll spin that shit right now before we get back into the news. Speaking of wheel, here is the wheel. You ready? You want to look at the wheel, Jesse?
Yes.
Do you like staring at the wheel of goodies?
The wheel of goodies.
Let's take off the highest donator. We don't have that anymore for tonight, at least. But there it is. All right. So what do you think? Should we spin the wheel for Jessica G? Let me know in the chat right now.
Kyle O'Brien says also, yo, good underdog play is Patterson and Justin Pele all day, baby. All right.
It'd be great if Jessica gets like the bigger prizes on there.
Imagine. She deserves it. Did you see what she gave to us? It's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
All right. So let us know
She
in the
said
chat.
pens.
She wants the pens? All right. Let's just spin it for the fuck of it.
All right, here we go.
All right. Ready? This is going to go over for Jessica J.
Like
ready,
he
Jesse?
says, if she gets the corkscrew, for fuck's sake.
The corkscrew happened once, for God's sakes. And I was like, oh my God, the corkscrew. All right, so you got mug, you have a jacket, you got corkscrew, you have the hat, you have the thermal mug, you have the blender bottle, the jersey, you got the mini cooler, sweater, USB port, t-shirt, speakers, pens, and hat. Okay, here we go. You ready, Jesse?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
boy.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
You sure?
I'm ready.
You positive? How positive are you ready?
Super positive. Super positive.
Everyone wish Jessica G good luck for the Wheel of Goodies, the greatest game on YouTube. That's right. We are about to spin the Wheel of Goodies, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to be fantastic. In fact, it's going to be
wonderful, wonderful.
The Wheel of Goodies is just a wheel of goodies. Like yuck, yuck, yuck. All right, I'm about to set this shite up, Jesse. Are you pumped up?
I'm super pumped up.
Are you really pumped up, Jesse?
I'm really pumped up.
Oh, yeah. Are you pumped up in the chat?
Michael and Sloan says, good luck, Jessica G. Jessica G and H. LOL. Wicked World says, good luck, Jessica G. Oh, yeah. Dollar Tree Price Train says, Steve-O's Mike.
We are spinning the wheel right now, the Wheel of Goodies. Here it goes. Yes. The Wheel of Goodies. Oh, man, I am so erect right now every time this thing spins. BetDSI, shout out to you. Thank you. And here we go. What is it on?
Wow.
It's a corkscrew.
Are you serious?
All right.
Wait, should we spin it again?
Let me know in the chat. Should we do a respin?
I don't know if we should send a corkscrew. Come on. Can we respin it?
Yeah, let's respin it.
Yeah, I don't want to just send her a corkscrew.
All right, we're spinning the wheel again. We're spinning the wheel. Round and round the wheel goes. Where it stops, no one knows. Perhaps a corkscrew. I don't know. Let's see what we got going on here.
Imagine it lands on corkscrew again.
Oh, it's not a corkscrew. It's still going. And Jessica J.
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Is it speakers or is it a pen?
Jesse?
I think it's both.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That I want to give her the speaker, to be honest.
I know, me too.
I do want to give her the speaker, but
The speaker's
it is Pens.
legit. We have one in our bathroom. It's
All right.
fucking amazing.
Here's the thing. Oh, fuck. It's so close. It's so fucking close. All right. Here's the deal, Jessica. You have a chance. All right, Jessica G. You have a chance right now. You can take the Pens or you can do a respin. All right,
What?
Jessica?
She can take the Pens or respin? No
Yes.
speaker?
Well, I mean, Jesse's not on the speaker, to be honest. We gotta play for real here. We can't just give her the speaker. It's not on it. I'm looking at it right now. It's not on it.
So then why respin? Just give her the Pens.
Well, it's so close. We can give her a respin or get these beautiful pens. Now, they are pretty nice, the pens, but you have a chance to win something bigger.
She said Pens.
She says take the pens. All right, there we go. Jessica G. Congratulations. You are the new owner of some BetDSI pens, and they are
wonderful.
All right, there we go. Jessica G, thank you for playing.
Dang it. I kind of wanted to give her the speaker.
Well, hey, listen, it's got to land on it, Jess.
True.
You got to play the game right. You know, you got to do it right. All right, thank you again, Jessica G. Let's go back into the news.
According to MMA Mania, Henry Cejudo says, quote, if TJ Dillashaw doped, I'll never fight him again. Henry Cejudo is making it a habit of shocking the MMA world, first with his dethroning of former flyweight kingpin Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, and then again with his 30-second starching of bantamweight champ TJ Dillashaw, or should we say former bantamweight champ, since Dillashaw recently failed a USADA test and relinquished his title. There's been a few details since then, and Henry Cejudo admitted on Ariel Helwani's MMA show that he's as in the dark as everyone else. He said, quote, I know exactly what the public knows. I don't know anything. If not, I'd spill the beans. I can't keep secrets. I just can't. And the other thing that kind of bugged me with the UFC, I got a call from USADA. I didn't even talk to any of the UFC officials, so I'm kind of like, whoa, I think everyone sees that I beat him in 32 seconds, but they don't see the fact that this is a problem. Like, if someone ends up dying in the octagon one of those days, they're gonna get banned for it they're gonna ban it for good. They're gonna take that one shot. He says, like, if someone ends up dying in the octagon one of these days, our sport's they're gonna ban it for good. They're gonna take that one shot.
You know what? TJ was busted, and I'm not a big TJ fan, but I hate Henry even more. I hate him. I don't know why. I can't fucking stand Henry Cejudo. I don't know what it is. He doesn't seem like a bad person. And what he did to TJ was fantastic, right? I mean, it was very impressive what he did and how quick he did it. So take nothing away from that. But is Henry Cejudo one of the most annoying champions that we've ever seen?
I like him.
What?
I hate the
I
fact
can't stand him.
that they matched him up with Mariah's. I hate that. I can't stand it. I remember when we first heard it, and I couldn't even go to sleep because I was just obsessing over the fact that they did Henry Cejudo versus Marlon Moraes. Like, I couldn't stand it. I wish that they did Pedro Munoz or Aljamain Sterling like that. They would have made much greater fights and would have made much more sense. But I do like him as a fighter. I like Henry Cejudo. I just don't like that matchup.
So, I mean, take away the don't even watch The Ultimate Fighter. You'll throw up because he's so annoying on that. But there's something about him that I'm like, he would be the last person I would hang out with. I would never want to hang out with him. Never. I would never want to get some beers with that guy. He's just so annoying. Like, he seems like the little fucking Mexican kid that just won't shut the fuck up. And he's just like, hey, man, like rattling off a million things.
He seems nice. He seems like a rather humble and genuine fighter. It's just...
Oh, he's annoying.
No, I don't think so.
It's incredibly
Listen,
annoying.
Everybody has their own personality types. People could say that you're annoying. People could say I'm annoying. Everyone has something that's annoying to someone else, right?
He's annoying. He's the most annoying champ right now.
I don't think so.
I vote him as the most annoying champ. He is my vote. What other champ would you say is more annoying than him? Now, Kamaru Usman, you can make a hard argument for. He is annoying too.
I don't think Kamaru's annoying.
But I think Henry Cejudo is even more annoying, to be honest. Not that he's a bad person.
Who's the most annoying champ?
Don't get me wrong, okay? I'm not saying Henry Cejudo is a bad person or a bad fighter. I mean, he clearly is a good
Rose
fighter.
is pretty annoying.
You think Rose... Well, she doesn't really talk much.
She's extremely annoying.
Her husband's
She's whiny.
annoying.
Like, she just complains about everything.
Wait, you think she's more annoying than Henry Cejudo? I would get a drink of Rose before Henry.
I wouldn't.
Really?
I would get a drink with Henry.
Let me know in the chat what you think about Henry Cejudo. Now, and this is another thing. Like, anytime you see Henry Cejudo being interviewed on Ariel or any other show, you immediately change the channel. No one sits there for the interview, right? No one stays. No. Have you ever sat through a Henry Cejudo interview?
No.
There you go.
Okay.
He's annoying.
All right, maybe Henry's more annoying than Rose.
He is irritating. He's
because I can sit through Rose's interviews.
All right, let's see what the chat says.
Kainoto74 says Henry has that stupid aw shucks thing going when we No, he's super cocky.
He is. Yeah, that's a good point there.
SDZ says Rose is more annoying. Rose talks like a nig, says Vlad.
Fuck Rose. Fuck Rose.
Glenn Fukunalan says Henry has a heavyweight head. Syed says people stay, you don't. Colby Williams says Cejudo looks like he is on dope at weigh-ins. Henry is a straight-up winner, says Mitchell Calkins. Henry, you could build a wall on his head.
Wonderful.
You can. It's the truth. Jesse don't want to read anymore after that.
I run BHO says I'd smoke a blunt with Cejudo before I smoke a blunt with McGregor. Me and McGregor would probably end up throwing blows. I think a lot of people would probably end up throwing blows with McGregor. He seems like a very... I mean, it's not even that he seems like it. He just is a very obnoxious type. You have to be a certain type of person to be able to put up with...
Wait, you would hang out with Henry Cejudo before you would hang out with Conor McGregor?
Yes.
No. No way. No way.
Okay.
You're dating me, for God's sake.
Exactly.
And you would want to
I
hang
would
out
rather have a
with Henry
drink
Cejudo?
with Henry Cejudo.
Well, I'm saying
How many times have I told you when you start getting like really obnoxious and outspoken that I'm like, Jesus Christ? Like, how many times have I said something to you?
Oh, my goodness.
I would never be able to hang out with someone like Conor. I mean, Conor's like twice as bad as you.
We would hang out with a totally different clique. I mean,
I know this.
Henry Cejudo, honestly, I would slit my wrist.
We
before
do hang out with two different cliques. I've seen your like how you and your friends are with each other. Actually, your friends are pretty calm now. I have a feeling when you guys were younger, you were probably
what's annoying
obnoxious.
about us is we smile. That's very annoying to you.
Yes, I don't like smiling.
She doesn't like happy people. Yeah, Henry Cejudo doesn't come across as a happy person. He seems very monotone. So
yeah, I like chill people. Like if you can just
I want
fucking
to
chill.
party.
Here's the thing: if he could sit back and have a drink, and maybe we could have a conversation with maybe 2 or 3 words, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Anything more than 2 or 3 words, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
I think you're full of shit. I think if you met Conor in person, right, you would be fucking smitten. That's what I think.
I would be smitten to meet him.
Yeah.
I would never want to hang out with him.
I think that's honestly, I think that's the biggest
wait a
bullshit
minute.
ever.
But wait, you know me better than anybody. You know what kind of person I am. You genuinely think that I would want to hang out with someone like Conor McGregor?
I think you would be so nervous hanging out with him. I think you'd be incredibly nervous.
I would want to off myself.
Why?
Because like I don't even like going to events without wanting to off myself.
See, that's a whole different story. You have social anxiety, so I'm talking about like if
no,
you were
I don't want to be with anyone. I don't want to have a drink with anyone who says more than 3 words.
All right, so let me ask you a question. If you had the opportunity, say if I was a genie and I popped out of the bottle and I was like, listen, you can go to dinner with one champion, right? Or former champion like Conor McGregor.
Daniel Cormier.
Okay, it would be Daniel Cormier. He doesn't shut the fuck up. So
he does.
That makes no sense.
But he's chill. Like he's just.
He's chill?
Yeah, like he can make someone feel comfortable. I feel like he would make me feel comfortable.
See, you don't know Daniel Cormier
but I also don't know Conor McGregor and I don't know Henry Cejudo.
He's pretty loud, DC. He's pretty loud. He likes to have a good time. He's very sarcastic. Now, okay, Henry Cejudo or Conor McGregor?
To sit and have a drink with.
Sit and have a drink with. Or dinner. To just bullshit with. You pick Henry Cejudo? Who in their right mind would pick Henry Cejudo? Even if I hated Conor, I wouldn't pick Henry Cejudo. I couldn't do it.
If you're giving me a choice, I can't pick anyone else.
Yeah.
I just feel that Conor's a little. I mean, how many times have I mentioned to you when you start to get like normal Chrisness going on, and I'm like, calm down. How many times have I said that?
She doesn't like when I talk to people.
No,
like
that's not true.
If I socialize.
That's not true. That's
but you don't like if I interact with someone else. You don't like that we're having fun.
No. Why would you say that?
That's the truth. Life on autopilot with the pervert cameraman. Here we go.
Hey, I can see your underwear. Put your boobies in the air. Flapping like I just don't care.
Can I lick your pubic hair?
Snap a picture, time to share. Took my meat vision impaired. Filthy mind, I need a prayer.
Pervert cameraman beware.
Pervert cameraman, show them tits. Pervert cameraman,
$10 tip.
Yeah. Pervert cameraman, Yanni Celeste. Pervert cameraman, show them breasts. Movies.
All right, life on autopilot.
Cejudo, the type of guy who licks his finger to turn the page on an iPad.
That's great.
Thank you.
Great.
Life on autopilot. All right,
Turn
let's
the
see.
page on an iPad.
Is that good? I don't know.
On an iPad.
Sometimes I watch Henry Cejudo. I'm like, what is going on here? And then he's got.
All right, can you give me a choice between?
He's got
like,
that creepy.
2 other people.
But he's got that creepy fucking coach too with the fucking glasses.
Yeah, well, that's
like
a whole
that's
other
who he
thing.
chooses to train with.
Well, it
He
makes
got
him a
that
good fighter.
gremlin
Look at him;
coach.
he's a good fighter.
I mean, it works,
If
but-
you were to say, Henry Cejudo or Conor McGregor, I would say Henry Cejudo. But if you were to say Henry Cejudo and like DC or Kamaru Usman's chill. I'd say Usman.
Wait, hold on a second. Okay, so now you would pick Usman over Henry Cejudo.
But Henry Cejudo over Conor McGregor.
So Usman like this.
He doesn't do that.
Hey, Jesse. How's your chicken?
I like Usman. I think he's really cool. And he seems super chill.
Drink?
I always watch the behind the scenes, like on Fight Pass and shit like that.
Jesse,
like, he seems chill.
Drink? Shh. Keep it down, babe.
I like that. I love that. If someone says, keep it down.
Why is he on,
I
like,
love that.
why does he sit like he's on a boat? Like when he's
He
being,
doesn't.
It's like he's rocking.
Did
like,
you see him on Rogan? He was super chill.
Like, yeah, man.
He does not lick his lips like that.
It's so weird.
You can't stop the Siberian Express.
Great champ, though. Great champion. Jessica J.
Cejudo is the type of guy that would stand next to you on an empty elevator.
What?
By the way, that was it. Oh my God. Thank you, Jessica G. And in the chat, by the way, that wasn't a Conor McGregor impersonation. That was a Usman impersonation to that knucklehead that has no idea what the fuck's going on in his life. All right, let's go through the champions over here.
Okay.
The rankings. And we have some more. We have a ton of stories to get to tonight.
There's my boy. Pops up right now.
I love DC, but
He's
DC
great.
is the one of the most loud and obnoxious champions. It makes no fucking sense.
No, I think in a normal environment, I think that I think when he's trying to perform or be a character, that's one thing. It's like us. When I'm being a character or something, I talk more. But in a normal environment, I don't want to fucking talk to anybody. If I go out in public, I want nothing to do with anybody. Stay away from me. I have like a 20-mile radius on all ends. Do not come past that 20-mile radius. I don't want to talk to you.
Okay, but that has nothing to do with what
But
we're
that's
talking
what I'm
about.
saying. No, I think that's what DC's like. I think in a normal environment, he's probably chill.
All right, so DC, we have Henry Cejudo. We have an empty spot with bantamweight, but maybe we should get into the news over here because there is a story. Henry Cejudo has a fight, and it's not at 125, Jesse. Where is his fight at?
Marlon Moraes, 135.
That's right. It is a done deal over here. Marlon Moraes versus Henry Cejudo is happening at 135. We don't have a story on it, so that was anticlimactic. But that's happening. So fuck me in the ass. By the way, do we have the posted to that card? Did we at least have that?
To UFC 230.
Hold on, I'll pull it up. We are not on the same page. Was it UFC?
Listen, it's
UFC 238? Okay. Let's see. UFC 238. Let's go to poster. Let's see what we got over here. This card could be one of the most underwhelming cards. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, fuck. Where's the pic? I saw it on Instagram. All right, so forget that. This is going well. This is going really well. Who's on that fucking... Oh, fuck me. Anyway. All right. So, yeah, Henry Cejudo's fighting Marlon Moraes.
Yeah.
Max Holloway. You could hang out with Bless.
I would hang out with Khabib.
Khabib's funny.
Yes.
He is funny. Like, he would probably be cool to
he
hang
is the
with.
chillest of chill.
But he doesn't drink. So?
I don't have to drink to hang. If I'm with someone, you know why I would want to drink is if I'm with someone who's like ridiculously obnoxious and I'm like, fuck, I need to calm myself down because obnoxious people give me anxiety.
You're too complex. There is too much going on in that head. I'm just talking about hanging out with someone and you're just like
Khabib,
psychoanalyzing too much.
No, Khabib is like super chill. He doesn't need. It's just like I wouldn't need a drink with that. I would just
Okay, we're gonna move on from this because this is getting fucking weird. Let's go back into the news. Jesse, what would you like to talk about now?
All right.
I'm so confused.
According to CBS Sports, former UFC welterweight champions Tyron Woodley and Robbie Lawler are set for a June rematch.
All right, I want this bad. I the first fight I didn't get to see enough, and now with Robbie, the way he looked against Ben Askren, I'm like, yeah, let's do this. Let's let this fight roll.
A pair of former welterweight champions will square off in a June 29th rematch as Tyron Woodley and Robbie Lawler have agreed verbally to meet at UFC Fight Night in Minneapolis. UFC President Dana White confirmed the news to ESPN's Brett Okamoto on Wednesday with the bout scheduled to headline an ESPN card at Target Center. Woodley, who's 19-4-1, signed on for a relatively quick return after losing his 170-pound title via dominant decision loss to Kamaru Usman at UFC 235 on March 2nd. The loss snapped a 7-fight unbeaten streak for the 36-year-old Woodley. Lawler, who's 28-13 and won no contest, is also coming off a defeat suffered at UFC 235 when his bout against a debuting Ben Askren was controversially stopped after referee Herb Dean stopped the fight thinking Lawler had been choked unconscious. The 37-year-old Lawler is just 1-3 in his last 4 bouts, which began when he yielded his welterweight title to Woodley via first-round knockout at UFC 201 in 2016. Like their first meeting, the rematch has equal potential to be a thrilling affair between two fighters who do their best work on their feet. The winner would prevent himself from sliding out of a suddenly crowded welterweight title picture, which includes the likes of Usman, Askren, former interim champ Colby Covington, Javier Dos Anjos, and Jorge Masvidal.
I loved it the first time. I love it even more right now. Robbie Lawler with that weird fight against Ben Askren, even though he takes the L in the fight in the record book, the way he came out and the shape he looked like, this man looked possessed, he looked focused, and he looked ready to go. He's the guy I want to see fight some more. And he's a former champion. We have another former champion, Tyron Woodley. We got some revenge over here. Tyron Woodley's boy beats Robbie. And now it's time for the rematch. Now, I tell you what, I don't know where Tyron is after this loss. Tyron the rapper, Tyron the actor, Tyron the TMZ guy, you know, post losing this belt, you know, he's got to be heartbroken here. Now, I'm not saying Tyron is done, but I'm curious to see where Tyron's head is at. Robbie Lawler, after that fight with Ben Askren, I mean, he slammed Ben on his head, and he wants this rematch. You know, he wants to get revenge on the guy that stole his belt. So I think this is a fascinating fight. I really do. This is fire, absolute fire. And I'm on the fence. I don't know which way I'm leaning. Like, if anyone was saying, "Hey, Robbie's getting that rematch," I would go Tyron, but
You can't stop the Siberian Express.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
I don't know about this situation.
I'm confused. I clearly remember an article that said there would no longer be non-title fights as the headliner.
Dana White never lies.
He never lies. Ever. So, yeah, I mean, when it comes to title fights, we don't know what the fuck's going on anymore.
Yeah, you know what? Good point. Because I just read the article on Conor McGregor co-main event before all of his shit. Being the co-main event of something because Dana White said that people would freak out on him if he made it a non-title fight.
This is a fight night, though, no? Are we talking about this fight?
No, I don't know which fight she's talking about, but she does make a good point.
Well, I mean, this fight over here is, I'm almost positive this is a fight night.
This would not, I don't think this would be
so I think that's,
Minneapolis. UFC Minneapolis.
This is not a pay-per-view. So this is a main event for a fight night. Is she talking about that, or maybe my head's in the clouds? I don't even know. But let me know in the chat who wins this fight. Lawler?
Interim
or
title.
Woodley. It's for an interim title. Wait, this fight?
That's what Mcgreogor is saying.
Wait, hold on. Let me. What interim title? For the 170? Oh, are you talking about UFC 236? Is that what you're talking about? Lawler? Oh, no, now they're picking the fight. The delay in the chat. All right, let's see what they say. Woodley or Lawler, who wins this fight?
Killer Khan says Lawler. Woodley wins his Dominator. Tommaso Mark says T Wood easy. I was kidding, says Mcgreogor. Tucker Baker says I got Lawler. Woodley fluked out, and hindsight shows that. Sean Rosas says Lawler by first round knockout. I run BHO says Woodley wins, but we all want Lawler to win. He's joking. Moss is drunk savage like these places. It don't matter who wins. They're both has-beens. T Wood says Tommaso Mark. Killer Khan says T Wood is done. Post reloaded. Enter rum. Scuffed Gamer says what? Sayad says Woodley easy. Van Shipman says I seen like 100 copies of T Wood's new CD for 15 cents at the Compton swap meet. I took them all for no cent.
Yeah, it is brutal. Has anyone
retracted?
Has anyone? Why do you retract that?
I don't know.
Has anyone listened to Tyron Woodley's rap? I mean, it is so bad. And then he goes on Sway's show and he's like, "Yeah, man, what you think?" Like, I'm like, what?
I didn't see it.
How did Sway not laugh in his face?
I didn't see it. I've
what
only
is he doing?
A part of one of his songs. I've never heard,
Tyron Woodley, like, make no mistake, the guy, he's done something else. I mean, what he's done, he's won a belt, he's defended the title multiple times. The guy's a legit champion, right? And he's got a movie career, he's got a lot of things going on, and good for him. But when it comes to how everything else, the rap or how he carries himself outside of the cage, he's so annoying. And that hip hop thing, who's gonna buy that shit? Who?
Well, Tominator likes it.
Huh?
Tominator likes it.
No,
he
doesn't.
says Tyron's last album is not that bad. Like, stop hating for real.
Stop. Are you? He's trolling him. He's Tominator. Isn't he the Jimmy Manuwa guy? He's definitely trolling. There's no one in their right mind that thinks that Tyron Woodley has any talent with rapping. That's like saying this is talent. That's like me being really serious and saying this is talent.
Time for some picks. Time for some picks. Time for some picks. Time for some picks. Mystical is my name. Making guaranteed picks is my game. Never wrong, picks are strong. Take a hit from your bong. If you don't like my picks, unzip, suck my schlong. Damn, you doubted me again. Hold this, L, my friend. Jackass, roll some grass. Proper 12 up your ass. Mystic Moss, balls of brass. JBH, Mike Pass.
Hey, can you keep up? Rising faster than the price of gas. First class picks in the form of masses. I can take a shit and sell more class like TJ. I'm a snake in the grass. I got all the wins you're looking for. That's right, I'm your fight mentor. Yeah, I'm in control. My picks are swole. It's JBH. Don't turn the page. Place your bets. Let's let the thread of all your cash turn into ash. I got your back with lots of stacks of fight picks and little tricks to win bricks like fucking lunatics.
Time for some picks. Time for some picks. Time for some picks. Time for some picks.
I would totally beat him in a rap battle.
That's right. See, we get subscribers. Our raps get subscribers. Marcelo, thank you. That's so much better than Woodley.
Jay Bizzle. That would be my rap name. Jay Bizzle.
Tyron Woodley. Psh, this guy can't rap. This guy can't rap. What is going on here? How do you want to accept your reward, Jesse? Where's the goddamn celebrity trophy?
Oh, it's right. It's back there. It's tickle, tickle. Oh, thanks, Nile Flanagan. Oh, God.
This is a fucking trophy. It's a goddamn celebrity trophy. And we got this when we released our first album over here, the MMA-Holes.
Time for some picks.
Time for some picks. Best of the 2019s. This is what we got. Jesse, what was your speech over here when you received this award, right?
Yeah. Wow, this is amazing. I didn't expect this. Actually, I did because I know I'm swole, so fuck you, Tyron Woodley. And, you know, I just want to thank the one person that I couldn't have done this without. Mystic Moss. Without you, this song would have never been created.
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, thank you all for your support, and I'll be back again next year on the same stage with a very similar award in my hand for an even better, swoller song. Fuck you, Tyron Woodley, again. Bye, guys.
See, that was amazing. Yeah, Tyron Woodley he can't do what we do.
Yeah.
He cannot do what we do. Anyway, I love the fight. All right, let's move on to the next story.
According to MMA Fighting, Mike Perry steps in to fight Alex Oliveira at UFC Fort Lauderdale. It didn't take long for the UFC to find a new opponent for Alex Oliveira. Welterweight striker Mike Perry will replace Jing Liang Lee and face Cowboy at UFC Fort Lauderdale in Sunrise, Florida on April 27th, multiple sources told MMA Fighting. ESPN first reported the news. Perry, 12-4, is looking to bounce back from a first-round defeat to Donald Cerrone in November. Prior to suffering the first stoppage of his UFC career, Platinum beat Paul Felder via split decision at UFC 226. Oliveira, who's 26-1 with no contests, will also attempt to rebound from a submission loss, a second-round rear naked choke defeat to Gunnar Nelson in December. Cowboy tapped Carlos Condit and Carlo Pedersoli in his other UFC appearances in 2018. UFC's return to Florida will air live on ESPN and feature a 5-round rematch between middleweights Yoel Romero and Ronaldo Souza in the main event. The card takes place at BB&T Center.
The BBC Center?
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
Wonderful.
So he's filling in on short notice with this one?
Yes.
Does he have a death wish? Does Mike Perry have a death wish? This man over here, who is his agent? Is he his own agent? Why would he fill into this thing? Now, yeah, if he wins this fight, throws him right back into the mix again, he's relevant again. But shouldn't he be taking some sort of, like, I don't know, tune-up jammy over here? Shouldn't he, like, you know, the whole Jackson Wing Cowboy Cerrone thing, he's coming off a couple of losses. I mean, shouldn't he be taking a fight that's a little more realistic?
Mm-hmm.
This Cowboy fight, to me, it doesn't make any sense. Now, if he wins, like I said, he's back in the picture, but he's not going to win this fight. He's not going to win this fight.
Yeah.
Mike Perry, I love watching your fight. You always bring it. You bring the heat. You bring the pain. You bring the cringe. But what are we doing here?
What are we doing?
A rematch.
What are we doing?
A rematch against Alan Jouban. I would like to see that, Pulse. I'm down with that. Alan Jouban has a fight he put on his Instagram as well. But what do you think about that fight, chat? Mike Perry versus the other cowboy.
Colby Williams says he's going to win. Jackson Black says, I think Perry is going to win. You have never heard of him. He says, Mike Perry reminds me if that punk-ass bitch kid I used to fight in high school.
We got Jessica J.
So, Mike Perry is very good, and he's still Bellator bound. He needs to learn more than Hulk punch and Hulk smash.
Yeah, he does.
Cowboy will kick his teeth in.
He does. Cowboy can beat him in every area, to be honest. He can beat him on the feet. He can beat him especially on the ground. I'm hoping that Mike Perry is tuning up his, rounding his style up a little bit because, man, oh man, I don't like this matchup at all, for him at least. For Cowboy, I think it's a great matchup, but for Perry, I don't think it makes sense. Now, we've seen crazy things happen. Maybe he can go in there on fire and knock Cowboy's head off. That it's not impossible, but it just doesn't seem like the right fit, in my opinion. Thank you, Jessica G, for the donation. You're wonderful.
Wonderful.
Let's move on to the next story.
According to MMAnews.com, Dana White reveals when Khabib Nurmagomedov is expected to return to the UFC.
Smash.
UFC lightweight champion Khabib Nurmagomedov is expected to return and defend his title in September. That's according to UFC President Dana White, who addressed the undefeated Russian this week during an appearance on the UFC Unfiltered podcast. Nurmagomedov last fought in October 2018 when he dispatched Conor McGregor by fourth-round rear naked choke to move his record to 27-0 in his career with his first defense of his lightweight championship. Following the fight, Nurmagomedov leapt over the cage to go after one of McGregor's teammates, and that decision cost him a $500,000 fine and a 9-month suspension courtesy of Nevada State Athletic Commission. The suspension will expire in July, but Nurmagomedov is expected to return in September. White stated, quote, he'll be back in September. It's one of the things with him anyways. He's on suspension and then he doesn't fight during Ramadan. That puts him at September. Nurmagomedov has always avoided fighting during the summer months in observation of Ramadan, which runs from May 5th to June 4th this year. Obviously, there's a lot of time between now and the September date when Nurmagomedov is expected to return, but it is most likely he'll be facing the winner of the upcoming interim title fight between featherweight champion Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier. They face off in the main event at UFC 236 on April 13th, and it's expected that the winner will then go on to a unification bout against Nurmagomedov.
All right, let me know in the chat, what do you think? Who is next for Khabib when he comes back in possible September? Who will be his next opponent? Now, it should be the interim, the winner of the interim belts with Poirier versus Max Holloway.
Yeah.
It should be that. But who knows? Nate Diaz is calling him out, and Conor seems to be out of the picture right now. I don't think he's retired, but we don't know what his legal problems are, and we don't know what his situation is. So, really not many options. He should fight the winner of the interim strap, and I hope it stays like that. I hope that belt gets unified. I would like to see him versus Max Holloway, to be honest. That's what I'd rather see. But Dustin Poirier, he deserves it. He deserves where he's at. So, we shall see. Let's see what the chat says.
I fear that Khabib is going to sit on the shelf too long, says Kanoda74. Tommaso Mark says, Max Vigo Stockholm says, Moz, take us on a tour of your bathroom.
My bathroom?
Roulette Master says, Jesse, we love you. I love you guys. Sayed? How do you pronounce your name, man?
What do you think, Vigo, what do you think is going on in his head?
Why?
What do you think? I don't know. What do you think is in his head? Like I'm trying to picture.
Why are you thinking of Vigo?
No, well, wasn't that the comment that you just read?
Roulette Master?
Oh, it was Roulette Master?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was Vigo's comment.
Oh, go up a little.
Oh, Moss, take us to your bathroom. No,
yeah,
Vigo.
Vigo said, Moss, take us on a tour.
Yeah, so I'm saying, well, what's in your head now? What's in yours and Vigo's head? No, I always wonder.
I'm convinced that I got multiple personalities going on in my head.
That's true. But maybe Vigo has multiple personalities as well. I always wonder what's going on in his head. There's a lot of things going on in there. I feel like there's nothing going on outside of his head, but a lot going on inside his head.
Maybe, because you think that there's something going on in everyone else's head, maybe there's really something going on in your head.
Oh, yeah, there is. There's plenty of stuff going on in my head.
And maybe everyone else is normal.
There is no one to my left and to your right. There is no one normal over here. I'm just going to put that out. There's 144 people watching, and if they're watching this, I'm sorry, I hate to break this to you, you're not normal. but you are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
This Friday will be at CES 55. That will be the
Sad.
Connecticut. Sad. What do you say about that?
He said it's like sad, but say AA for longer. LOL. Sad.
Okay,
It's
so
sad.
we were just talking about
Sad.
CES. Where did you
Sad.
just go? Where?
Because I asked him how to pronounce his name.
Okay, when did you? We were just
Sad.
talking. I was just telling him about CES, and you just
I'm
went
sorry.
like fucking. You're on the track, and they're like, and I gotta fucking pick you up and put you back on the track.
I'm
Where
sorry.
will we be this Friday?
CES 55 in
Okay,
Connecticut.
In Connecticut, right? Where
Yeah.
in Connecticut?
The Convention Center, Connecticut Convention Center.
That's right. The Convention Center in Connecticut. That's right. Connecticut Convention Center. You can check us out over there. We're going to be playing a game called the Nickname Game, right? And it's a UFC-based game. We're going to test your knowledge this Friday, and we're going to be giving away gifts. We're going to be, we have some merch there. We're going to be shooting some videos. So we're going to be live streaming before the event and after the event. But during the event, we're going to be doing pre-recorded bits with the crowd. So if you're in the area, come by, say hello. And let's move on to the next story. By the way, it is fight week for the UFC.
Yes.
And the fight that will be happening.
Barbosa versus Gaethje.
Yes.
UFC on ESPN 2.
Is it
Or
entire?
3.
Is it completely ESPN?
Yes, UFC on ESPN is the name of those.
So on regular ESPN, or is it
Yes,
where
regular
can we...
regular ESPN.
All right, so here we go. Barboza versus Gaethje. Yeah, let's look at this card a little bit. We got David Branch versus Jack Hermanson. That should be a pretty fiery fight. Josh Emmett's back. He hasn't been around for a minute. Michael Johnson with a little chip on his shoulder now. Should be a fiery one right there. So the top 3 fights should be good, right? They should be good. Looks good on paper. Michelle Waterson gets a shot against Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Michelle Waterson is showing off the big thighs. Where is she? Where's the Karate Hottie's thighs? There they are. Right over there. The big meat sticks. We have Kennedy. How do you say that name? Check.
Yeah,
Chuck
I think it's
Wa-
Kennedy
what?
Chichukwa.
Wonderful.
Kennedy Chichukwa.
Yeah, versus Paul Craig.
I think I got that.
We got Sadiq Yusuf versus Shaman Moraes. So that is your main card over there. And it will be on ESPN. Watch it on ESPN. So we will be doing this live on Friday, right after, on Saturday, right after the CES event. So we're going to go to CES. We're going to drive back, and we'll do a fight reaction to that. So it'll be wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right, let's see what else we got in the news.
All right, according to MMAnews.com, Jacare Souza on Israel Adesanya's UFC title shot says, quote, he hasn't done enough. Jacare Souza isn't a fan of the UFC decision.
I don't think he has done enough either. I agree. I concur.
Jacare Souza isn't a fan of the UFC's decision to give Israel Adesanya a shot at the interim middleweight gold. Adesanya will go one-on-one with Kelvin Gastelum in the co-main event of UFC 236 on April 13th. The main event will also feature an interim title bout as featherweight champion Max Holloway will meet Dustin Poirier for the lightweight gold. It all takes place inside the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. Jacare Souza is not impressed by Israel Adesanya. Souza appeared on ESPN's Ariel Helwani MMA show this week. During his appearance, Souza explained why he feels Adesanya doesn't deserve his title opportunity. He said, quote, I don't know why the UFC put him to fight for the title. He hasn't done enough. Because he never fought against top fighters, you know? Okay, he beat Derek Brunson, but I'm a jiu-jitsu fighter and I beat Derek Brunson twice. And the second time, when I kicked Derek Brunson's head, my eyes were closed. I did better than him twice, and in the second time, my eyes were closed. Why the UFC put this guy to cut my line? I don't know, but he doesn't deserve to fight for the title. He don't deserve 100%. Anderson is out of the rank and out of shape. He doesn't deserve it. Souza is set to take on Yoel Romero in a rematch on April 27th. In their first meeting, Romero earned a split decision win over Souza. Their rematch will headline UFC on ESPN3.
How about Jacare getting vocal now? His English is getting better. And Jacare's throwing it out there. I think Jacare's still a beast, man. I was a fan of him in Strikeforce, and I like what he's done in the UFC. He's stumbled. Kelvin Gastelum was a stumble. He said he's ready to go. He's got a tough task, man. Yoel Romero already took him once. Mm-hmm. It was a close fight. Some say that Jacare won. But here we go. Rematch time. It's a big one. I like it. I like this rematch between these two. I'm very much so looking forward to watching them go at it.
All right.
Let's talk about some Mexicanos.
According to BJPen.com, Cain Velasquez is officially set to enter the world of pro wrestling.
Yeah, man.
Cain Velasquez is scheduled to get back in action, but not MMA action. In February, the former two-time UFC heavyweight champion made his long-awaited comeback after a 3-year layoff to take on Cameroon Cameroon's Predator Francis Ngannou in the main event of UFC Phoenix. Unfortunately for the former champ, his comeback party would be spoiled in just 26 seconds. Velasquez has now confirmed that he will take his talents to the world of professional wrestling, where he has signed with AAA, where he will make his debut at their Triple Mania event on August 3rd in Mexico City. He posted on Twitter a picture of himself with his little mask on saying, quote, "Very excited to be able to participate in the hashtag Triple Mania XXVII and be with all the Mexican fans who have always supported me. Thanks at Lucha Libre for the big opportunity. Really
Nacho
excited."
Libre?
No.
Oh.
Really excited to be part of Triple Mania. And then he did a bunch of hashtags. Despite very recently returning to action in the sport, he made a name for himself in. The 36-year-old will indeed be competing as a wrestler rather than just making an appearance, but it was noted at the Triple Mania press conference that Velasquez has 2 or 3 fights remaining on his current UFC contract. Marco Money tweeted, quote, "In a statement via his team, Velasquez confirmed he will for sure be an in-ring performer for AAA. This is not just an appearance." Velasquez said, quote, "With more time learning this beautiful sport, great things will happen."
It really sucks, man. I wanted him to do good against Ngannou. I like Ngannou, I really do, but I really wanted to see the vintage Cain. I wanted to see some like powerful fight or some shit like that. And then that whole experience with Ngannou, what a buzzkill.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Jessica J.
The Cain story reminds me of a quote from a great scholar. "What the fuck are we doing here, Mystic Mos?"
That's true. I'm a great scholar. Yeah. Man, oh man. Cain Velasquez going over to, I mean, if he went to WWE and made a boatload of cash, good for him. But what is it? Where is he? This is in Mexico?
No.
They said it's some sort of Mexican wrestling organization, no? Is that what they said?
He's a Mexican wrestler.
I thought they said it was a Mexican.
But I don't know what, all I know is it's a...
No. Well, no one knows. No one even knows where to watch him Mexican wrestle. I don't fucking know. I hope he does come back at least one more time, you know?
Yes, Triple Mania is in Mexico.
Oh, thank you, Jessica. There you go. I dare you read the article and not know what you're talking about.
You weren't even listening.
You're thinking about the DS. That's what you're thinking about. You're thinking about jumping on that shit and fucking going to school or town.
Thank you, Jessica. Jessica, I'm going to come over there and rape you now for this Nintendo DS. Thank you.
All right, so we're going to see a scissor fest. That's going to be good. All right, so let's see what else we have in the news. A lot of stories tonight. If you're just jumping in, we spoke about this earlier. Conor McGregor, he retired, and then following that, Conor McGregor, well, he's assault. There's assault charges on him, or I don't know. We don't know what the fuck's going on. So I don't buy it. I don't believe it. I think it's blown out of proportion, and I think Conor McGregor will be back. He's not going out like that. That's what I'm saying. We're going to open up some phone lines at the very, very end of the show. We're going to try it again since it didn't work out too well in the beginning of the show. So we'll try it again. Let's see what else we have in the news.
All right, according to MMA Fighting, Kevin Lee says there's too much politics at the lightweight and that helped spur the move to 170. It's no secret that the lightweight division, while still being the best and most talent-rich weight class in all of mixed martial arts, is also a bit of a mess. It has been for a while. UFC lightweight champ Khabib Nurmagomedov is suspended for UFC 229 post-fight melee and will likely be sidelined until late 2019. The division's rightful #1 contender Tony Ferguson is sidelined indefinitely due to personal issues. The division's former champ and biggest star Conor McGregor is effectively sidelined indefinitely for his own violation, or at least until he decides he wants to fight again. Likewise for Nate Diaz. All of the uncertainty has led to a crippling logjam atop the UFC's 155-pound roster, which will only get further complicated once Dustin Poirier and featherweight champ Max Holloway battle for the interim lightweight title at UFC 236. So without a clear and intelligible path to get to where he wants to be in the lightweight title picture, top contender Kevin Lee figured that now is as good of a time as any to try his hand out at the welterweight division, which is what he'll do when he makes his 170-pound debut against Rafael dos Anjos on May 18th in the main event of UFC Rochester. He said, quote, "A lot of lightweight division kind of went stagnant, which is a real shame."
Stagnant?
Yes.
What?
He says, quote, "I mean, it's always been one of the best divisions in the UFC. There's just so many ups and so many questions. And part of me was like, this is where I said I wanted to be, and this is where I started and where I'm going to finish, especially with fighting Khabib. But when I looked at it, like, okay, I'm not going to sit around and wait. It's too many politics going on. Like you said, Max is now fighting Dustin, Tony's sitting out, which I'm sad about that whole situation, and all these other things, and nobody wants to fight, and guys only want these certain fights just to push them up. And Conor's kind of calling the shots still. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck all this. I'm mostly worried about me anyway. To me, I'm the top dog. So It's what's best for my career and going forward.
This kid's got so much fucking potential. You know, maybe 170 would be he doesn't have to cut as much weight. He walks around pretty big. So he's got a lot of potential. It's just like when he opens his mouth, I want to throw myself through the wall.
Well, the move does make sense to welterweight for Lee. As he gets older, the 26-year-old Michigan native has increasingly struggled to make the 155-pound lightweight limit. He outright missed weight last year for his victory over Edson Barboza and has long been an advocate for the creation of the 165-pound division. But the timing also makes sense as well, whether it's Robert Whittaker becoming UFC champ at 185 pounds or former middleweights Thiago Santos and Anthony Smith making title runs at 205 pounds. The trend of fighters finding success by moving up a division and fighting closer to their natural weight has never been more prevalent. For more
Jesse,
relatable examples.
Real quick, I just want to stop the show real quick. Important announcement in the chat. Rich Fiddler says my wife's titties are named the Diaz brothers.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Very important. Very important.
Clearly.
Nick and Nate. Okay, back to the story.
Basically saying that it would be a good thing for Kevin Lee to move up.
I'm more interested in the Diaz brothers' tits
Clearly.
than this. I mean, Kevin Lee, listen, I like the fight with him and RDA. I think it's going to be an interesting one. Both fighters are ready to go. You know, have something to prove here. Both fighters former 155 fighters. Let's see it. I'm down. I'm cool with it. The Diaz brothers. All right, what else do we have in the news? Ooh, some poster action like this.
UFC and ESPN 3 poster has been officially released, but it has everyone pissed off according to MMA Mania. UFC is roughly 1 month away from its UFC and ESPN 3 Romero versus Jacare 2 MMA event scheduled for Saturday, April 27th inside the BB&T Center in Sunrise, Florida. Just like every fight card, the UFC Fort Lauderdale event comes with an official poster, though I can't say I remember one that had the internet as pissed off as the latest offering, which highlights the return of heavyweight Greg Hardy. Let's forget about the fact that Hardy is saddled with domestic violence baggage and instead look at his qualifications as a cage fighter. The former fighter Gray is 3-1 and has just one UFC fight, and it was a hot mess. Hardy, who's 30 years old, lost by disqualification after landing an illegal knee at UFC Brooklyn. How that performance was good enough to land him what appears to be the UFC on ESPN 3 co-main event is known only to matchmakers and perhaps this angle, but rest assured, the fans were not very receptive to the news. Some examples of this. One person said, this sums up the UFC at the moment. Dude was awful in his last fight, let alone the fact that he is a poss himself. Another person said, keep saying it. WME is the worst thing that ever happened to MMA. Another person said, if Hardy is the co-main, then his card must be trash. UFC sending the wrong message.
People are in uproar. The whole illegal knee thing that he did, I mean, I didn't like the way he handled it afterwards, you know, where he was kind of defending himself for why he threw it or he didn't think it was a big deal or anything like that. I think that was a big mistake on how he handled it, especially when you're in a little hot water from the fans as is. You know, there's already, you should be as politically correct as possible until you get your feet grounded within the UFC, you know, and he didn't. You know, the second, well, actually, that's his first real fight in the UFC. The knee lands. And it's just like, what the fuck? What are we doing? And then afterwards, his post-fight interview, it makes you scratch your head. You're like, is this guy a complete knucklehead? Mm-hmm. You know? So now he is the co-main event?
Yes.
All right. I mean, I understand why they're making him the co-main event. Let's be honest. The guy brings views. You know, a former football player. He's walking the streets. He's fine. I guess it is what it is. But what he's done in the past, what are we going to do? I mean, how do you handle this?
You'll do fucking nothing.
How do you handle this situation? I don't know. I'll watch him fight. I mean, I don't say, yeah, go beat up some women. That's great. But he's on the streets as is. So who cares, right? I mean, if he's the co-main event, he's the co-main event. I don't think he deserves a co-main event spot. But I kind of don't care. Does this bother you that he's the co-main event?
I mean, the only thing that bothers me is he clearly, like, yeah, he has potential. He's a good fighter and everything. But the only thing that bothers me is he clearly needs to be sharpened. You know, his skills need to be honed a little bit more before they go and throw him on a fucking co-main event. You know, I said it after his last fight. I said he's great, but he needs to be put on the prelims for a little while, let him hone his skills, let him get a little more training under his belt, and then throw him up there, you know? But by them just doing this, it's clear they're just doing it for the pay-per-view buys. I saw Jessica G say it in the chat. It's on ESPN. He's a former NFL star. I mean, people will buy it just to see him fight.
Here's the thing. with Hardy. If you're on Greg Hardy's card, it just is better for you. Like if he's bumped up to the co-main event, but you're on that card, it just puts the spotlight on you because more people that don't even watch the UFC are like, oh shit, that's that football player. Let me watch some of these fights. And next thing you know, they're seeing you. So I mean, I think it's good for the fighters. The UFC is not going out there and be like, hey, beat women and jump into the UFC. We encourage you. Beat the shit. Beat the shit out of your girl. Come to the UFC. We'll give you a co-main event. That's not what they're doing. They're not encouraging the whole situation. They're using his name and his face to just get views, to get ratings. And it helps the fighters. It's the sad truth. So, I mean, now, if this guy throws another illegal knee, and it's like, well, I don't think I did anything wrong, then that might be a problem. Then we might have an issue there. What's the odds in this fight? Do you think he's going to do something else stupid?
I don't know. Listen, I've said it before. I think that he's got something. It's clear. I mean, he's got power behind his punches. He has that knockout power that people look for. He has that hype in his fighting. I just don't think he has enough training under his belt. I mean, he wasn't an amateur fighter for very long before he jumped right into the UFC. In fact, I think he only had like 2 or 3 fights under his belt, if that, before he jumped in the UFC. And then they throw him on the main card, and then they throw him as a co-main event. He gets disqualified for an illegal knee, and like you said, the way he defended himself was insane. I just think if he were to be given a little bit more training, you know, he could be a potential champion. But
I don't know
give him
about
the
champion,
training first.
but he does have heavy hands. That's about it. He's a one-trick pony, but he's still early in the game. Kanoto says something interesting in the chat. What did he say?
Hardy is innocent. Dude just suffered from restless fist syndrome during date night with his girl.
See, Connor agrees with that. Connor agrees. Let's see what you think in the chat.
Artem is the ghost, says Tony M. Lara. And Dan says, Fook, Justin Trudeau, you muppet. Sad says, I hope that the heavyweight Khabib finishes him. Mike H says, Chris, and what is this Article 13 about? Oh, that's a long...
I don't even know if that's in the U.S. I think that's
I think
that's in the U.K. or some shit. I don't know. It's something about using copyright stuff on a stream. So if you show memes or I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't think it applies to us.
What we're doing here, and we've been talking about the website for a while. It's going to take a couple weeks for us to get this fucking thing going because we're transferring things over. Well, Jesse is actually. I'm just sitting back and eating peanut butter, but Jesse's doing it, and pizza. What else am I eating? And cake.
Ice cream sandwiches.
Ice cream sandwiches. Because I just want to get fatter for you guys. But the scary thing is with YouTube, we don't know the direction of where YouTube is going. You know, you watch this now, 145 people. We have the luxury of doing this show in front of you, and it's great. But we don't know down the road what they're going to do with demonetization or just stopping people from doing anything on the internet. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our website a one-stop shop. And if shit hits the fan, we bring the party to the website and we just keep it over there. We don't give the Googles the money. We give the MMA-Holes the money. We hang with the boys.
Hang with the boys.
So we're in a transition stage. I'm turning into a woman.
Super chat.
Niall Flanagan.
Acumen.
Johnny Walker is the next LH champion.
I hope so, man. I hope so. I think that'd be hysterical. His goofball ass rolling around
Johnny
after
Walker,
victories.
the next. Yeah, I agree. I think that he's going to be I think he could be the kryptonite of John Jones.
I hope so, but I don't know if he is the kryptonite, but I don't know. By the way, Vigo Stockholm actually said something interesting. He says, Conor McGregor on Joe Rogan. Could you imagine that? That would be something else. Now, Conor did Brendan Schaub, the fighter and the kid, way back when. But Conor on Rogan, that is an interview that needs to happen.
I bet he's tried.
I'm down with that. I want to see that. All right, let's see what else they say in the chat. We'll move on.
Post Reloaded says, no, he ain't. Vigo Stockholm says, plug. Sad says, still too early for him. Mark Jackson says, you guys could jump Charlie Zelenoff. Colby Johnson says, does YouTube pay y'all? Peanuts. Brian Rogers says,
you get paid in a million different ways on here, but, you know, you do what you got to do.
Brian Rogers says, that sucks. YouTube is the only channel I watch. Zion Lux says, what types of music do you both enjoy? The MMA-Holes? This guy's been getting me into heavy metal. So
she's turning into a metalhead. She's still a thug. Well, not really. She listens to Eminem.
I still listen.
So
I listen to Eminem radio. So it's a whole bunch of different artists that were in Eminem's era.
Yeah, but you're still a corny white girl, though. Let's be honest. I listen to some of the music, and Eminem is kind of
it's rap and hip hop.
Yeah, I mean Eminem's good, but I mean it's white,
not just Eminem.
It's white people.
I just said that it's not just Eminem.
Yeah,
it's all the rappers in the same era as Eminem.
But she is getting into some heavy metal, so That is interesting. So, yeah, I like a lot of genres. Jesse likes a lot of genres, so we don't discriminate. We like it all. We love it all, besides country, right? All right, let's move on. Thank you for your question. I appreciate that. That was very nice of you to care about what we listen to. And what do you listen to in the chat? Oh, here we go with this guy. Oh, boy. I wonder if Nick Newell's going to be at the event. His buddy is fighting with the Mangler, right? Do you think Newell's going to be at the event? We got to grab his ass if he's on there. Like, grab him by the pussy.
Who knows?
Would you want to see Nick Newell by the table this Friday? We got to grab him. And we got to ask him about this guy. We got to ask him about his manager over here, Ali. All right, what about this guy?
According to MMA Mania, Colby Covington slams Ali Abdelaziz for feeding immigrant lines to Sad Kimura Usman. Now that Kimura Usman has disposed of Tyron Woodley and taken control of the 170-pound division, the path has finally been cleared for ex-interim welterweight champ Colby Covington, who fights the Nigerian Nightmare at some point this summer. Before they can settle their differences inside the cage, MMA fans are likely to be subjected to more trash talk from both Usman and Covington, though Marty from Nebraska might be getting his lines from manager Ali Abdelaziz, particularly the ones about immigrants. Covington told MMA Junkie, quote, more lines that Ali Abdelaziz is feeding him. Usman doesn't even know what he's talking about, to be honest. He doesn't know the difference between legal and illegal immigrants. It's a sad state. He's trying to figure out his identity. He doesn't know his identity. It's just sad, man. He's trying to be this good guy, but then he's out attacking me in the Palms buffet line, putting people's lives in danger. It's sad. I can't wait to punch a hole in his face. Abdelaziz was recently fired from his role of self-appointed matchmaker. Usman, who's 15-1, captured the glass trophy on season 21 of The Ultimate Fighter, then went on to win his next 9 fights inside the octagon. Not only has the Nigerian Nightmare been able to capture the division crown, he's looked completely unstoppable in the process. As for Covington, who's 14-1, he's been able to win 6 straight fights and stands at 9-1 inside the octagon. Chaos was expected to fight for the division title as far back as UFC 228, but instead opted for minor surgery to address nagging health issues. Perhaps the winner of Usman versus Covington gets this funky contender.
This would be a perfect time for Real, who's been MIA tonight. This is unbelievable. This is a perfect story for him. Yeah, Colby is speaking fact here. He does. I mean, I think Ali does. You can tell with Henry Cejudo. You can tell with Kelvin Gastelum. You can tell with a lot of these guys that Ali is kind of chirping in their ear, do this, do that. The whole shtick with Kelvin walk around with that belt with the Whitaker situation,
yeah,
that's an Ali concoction over there. But Ali, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. What am I talking about? Usman's going to smash Colby Covington.
I was going to say, did you just say you're sorry to Ali?
No, I was going to say the other way around, but he doesn't represent Colby. He represents Usman. Yeah, he's doing what he's got to do. One thing you got to give credit to Ali for is he does get his fighters those championship fights. He finds a way. Think about how many people he represents that are champions. The Khabibs, Kelvin Gastelum's fighting for a belt. Henry Cejudo, Usman. I mean, the list goes on and on. You know, he had who else did he have? He had Cody Garbrandt, who was a champion as well. I mean, the guy's got a lot of champs. So I guess he's doing his job. You can give him that. What else do we have in the news?
Oh, absolutely fucking nothing.
Yes. All right. Here's the deal. Let's open up some phone lines over here. I want to know what you're thinking.
I want to know what you're thinking. Tell me what's on your mind.
516-522-0267. Call us up. Try again. We tried this in the beginning of the show, but for some reason people can't get through. So we want to know your thoughts on Conor McGregor. Is he retired or is he not? Is he a rapist or is he not? I would love to know what is on your mind. Let's look at the poll over here. 765 with the votes. 22% say no, that Conor McGregor will compete in the UFC ever again. And 78% say he will compete in the UFC. So I'm with the 78%. I think he'll be back. All right, here we go, Jess. I think it's the same fucking number, but let's do this again. All right, you are live with the MMA-Holes. What is your name and what is on your mind?
Yo.
Here we go. We got a voice. You hear me? I do.
Yo.
All right, who do we got here? And he hangs up. 516-522-0267. The phone lines work. I think that was Hank the Angry Dwarf from Howard Stern.
Yeah.
He sounded just like him. How many Howard Stern people in the chat?
Hank the Angry Dwarf?
Yeah, the drunk, angry dwarf. I think, yeah, he's dead, but maybe he's back alive. Maybe he was resurrected.
No,
it sounded just like him.
It was a different number.
Was it?
Yeah, the first number was Mike H. The second number was a completely different number.
Yeah. All right. So 516-522-0267. You can speak about any story, but I want to know about this Conor situation. Block his shit. Yeah, you know what? We'll write him down. All right, Ann H calling. What's up, Ann?
Hello.
You like the guy. How you doing?
Going through.
Yeah, we
Ann.
hear.
Hello.
Ann? You hear us, Ann? What is going on? Ann H. Can
Hello?
you hear us?
Ann, you hear us?
Hello.
That's weird.
Hello.
Poor Ann.
What the heck?
Ann, do you hear us?
Ann, we hear you.
Hello.
Hello. She's so cute.
Or maybe she can't hear us. I don't know.
Ann?
Oh, she hung up on us.
Aw, poor Ann. And they're just trying to talk to us.
This is going well. This is going really well. I don't know what's going on. Wait, now you called and it was fine.
Yeah, let me keep
What
him
the
off.
fuck is going on?
Keep him off. I got it. Hold on 1 second.
Like, for real. For reals. What's going on for reals?
516.
522. We'll just troubleshoot the phone lines for the rest of the show.
Oh my God, where's my head right now? What's the number?
But she called. 516-522-0267. We
Okay,
did it on
ready?
air, and it worked fine. We'll try it again. Let's see. Are we muted? All right, Jesse's calling in. Jesse?
Oh, it's still ringing. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi, Jesse. You hear me?
Wait, say it again.
Jesse, do you hear me?
I don't hear
I don't hear anything
through
through my phone.
Okay. You doing? You gotta sit back there. So
No,
you
it's
didn't
not,
hear
it's not.
I know, but you
you're
didn't
not
hear
coming
anything.
through the phone.
Okay. All right. So we're not coming through. All right. So it's not the callers. Let's try this. That's weird. Why is it not coming through the phones? Hold on a second. Let me see what we got here. I'll fix this shit up. Because I'm a fucking master. I'm a master fixer. I fix everything. All right. Let's go to the settings. Let's just double check this shite. What the hell's going on?
Wow. So
All right. You can
James.
read the chat,
All
Justin.
right.
That's what you can do.
Justin Dempsey says UFC 3. Drunk Savage says it's a conspiracy.
What is going on?
Justin Dempsey says, bro. DB Cooper's Moneybag says, so ha. Vigo Stockholm says, well, let's just spin the wheel of goodies. What is you got an obsession with the wheel of goodies, Vigo. Kainoto says, this segment is giving my IQ A's. Jason Wynn says, I called tonight. Wink, wink. Just One says, LOL. Learn to code, says Post Reloaded. Van Shipman says, the agency hacked you. And he says, I will try again. I will try again. Stuart Gibbons says, where's Dewey? Colby Williams says, she stuck her fingers up Connor's ass, so he smacked the bitch up. Like These Please says, what's the number? I'm a call.
All right, we're trying to get this number going over here, as we are having technical difficulties. We'll get this thing. Let's see, high tech. Let's see. All right, I think I got it. I don't know. Oh,
But
so
you're
fucking
in Google Hangouts.
yeah. So Google Hangouts reset. What the fuck? All right, so Google Hangouts reset. That's what the problem was. All right, so I'm gonna redo this.
All
Jesse.
right.
We're gonna troubleshoot live on the air.
Troubleshooting.
I do want to get their
Hart.
calls. So apologies to the community for not getting their calls. And I tell you what, there is nothing but problems here. When you produce the show and you're the fucking entertainment, it is hell. It is fucking hell. The shit that we do on this thing, like there's a reason why all the other shows suck and they don't have all the bells and whistles, because they don't want to go through these headaches. And it is a fucking headache. But we do it because we want to embarrass ourselves in front of you.
I'm not embarrassed.
Nothing
I could give a
embarrasses.
fuck what you guys think.
516-522-0267. Try it again. You are live with the MMA-Holes. What is your name and what is on your mind?
What's going on, guys? It's Tominator here. How you guys doing?
All right, Tom. What's going on?
So first of all, I want to talk about the Woodley fight. First of all, my two favorite fighters are Woodley and Iaquinta. So do you think the fight will be a number one contender, whoever wins?
Between Woodley and Lawler, what'd you say?
No, does he think?
Yeah.
Go ahead. You can repeat yourself.
Do you think that the winner of Woodley versus Lawler will get a title shot?
No.
No,
I'm
I don't think
no, because of the whole Ben Askren situation floating around over there. I don't think so. I'm gonna go with no.
I agree.
Okay, and also the legend of UFC himself, Jimmy Manning, will fight June. What are your predictions? Will he get a title shot after a win there?
Would who get a title shot?
Jimmy Manuwa after winning in his next fight in June.
No. The answer is no. Now,
all right, thank you, guys.
All right, bye. There is Terminator. He loves that Jimmy Manuwa. Both knows. Let me know in the chat. I would like to see Robbie back for that title shot. I would like to see that. But coming off the loss against Askren.
Yeah, but I think he stands a chance.
Jessica talking over. Jessica J. Oh. Oh.
If it wasn't broken, it wouldn't be authentic MMA holes.
It's true. That's why you watch live shit. Thank you, Jessica G. That's why you watch this live shit over here. We want things to fall apart. We want shit to fall. I want you to watch us under pressure. I want you. The fuck you staring at, weirdo? Look at this. This I got. I'm kidding.
What is wrong
I'm kidding.
with you?
I'm kidding. Jesus, it's a joke. There are jokes. I'm sorry, but I turn around, and I haven't seen this in a while, but I got this. Hold on. Let's do the zoom. I got this. Oops. Where's the chipmunk? Wow, look, more technical difficulties. Oh, Jesse. There it is. That's what I got. You gave me the chipmunk. It's okay. We still love each other. 516-522-0267. Whoa! They're all calling in. All right, let's get some quick calls over here. You're live with the MMA-Holes. What is your name and what is on your minds?
Yes, this is Vigo. I just want to sing a song from Michelangelo.
Oh, please. I hope that was Vigo. I applaud you. Vigo, if that was you, that was fucking hilarious. Oh, shit. All right, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What is your name and what is on your mind?
My name is Devin Zilly.
Hey, Devin.
And, hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, the question is, what are you doing?
The fuck are you doing?
Man, over here chilling. Just, yeah. Well, I mean, what do you think about the Woodley, what's his name? Lawler 2. What's going down there?
What do I think?
Yeah, man, like.
Well, I think it's great. I think it's great. I loved it the first time. I wish we saw more the first time, and I'm pumped up about it.
But what do you think?
Man, I don't know about it. You got that sideshow, Ben Askren. Shit, there's a lot of shit going on there. Welterweight. I'm excited for it.
Me too.
Hold on a second. Lower the background for a second.
I like this guy.
Can you lower? I hear us in the background. Can you just lower that?
That's what I'm saying. I just got your number from the background.
Yeah, you did.
Like I'm drunk.
You drinking?
Like I'm drunk as. Yeah, I hear you. I'm drunk as hell, and I was like, shit. Let me see if this works right here.
Yeah.
Let me see if this works.
What are you drinking?
Man, I'm embarrassed. It's some Jim Beam.
Jim Beam. All right. Whatever works.
It's not bad.
So why are we drinking on a Wednesday night? What's going on? Just having a party?
Hell no, man. I drink every night. What you think you doing with over here? Man.
That was a stupid question, I guess. You're right. All right, man. Thanks for the call. Hey, when did you find us? Have you been watching for a while?
Man, not a while. Like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
You know, like suggested videos. All my stuff on YouTube, like MMA stuff, like suggested videos.
Cool.
So I don't watch, like, getting drunk, smoking, just see your streams and all that. So
who do you like more, Moss or JBH?
That's a good question.
Who
do you like more, the guy or the girl on the show? Not sexually.
Man.
Yeah.
I think I was watching the guy with the spiky hair and the tattoos before even JBH was on the show.
Well,
oh, wow.
If you were watching since 6 months ago, I've been on here for almost 2 years now.
Don't take my sunshine.
All right, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
Don't take my spotlight.
Okay.
Please tell me more about how great I am.
Yeah. You chill over there, man. I'm giving my boy some spotlight over here, man.
Thank you.
All right.
About time.
You feel me?
All right. Well, listen, you're a magnificent caller. You should call in more often. I want to hear more from your side of things. I would love to hear that more.
I got you, man. Appreciate you answering. Appreciate it. Holler at me. Appreciate it. Bye.
Bye. Wow. This guy is fucking boxed. I like that. All right, so we got Vigo calling in. We got that guy. I didn't get his name. But,
Devin.
Devin? All right, we got to remember that guy. 516-522-0267. I want to know about Conor McGregor, though. A lot of people want to talk about Woodley. Interesting. All right, Jess, take this one.
801, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind? And can you turn down the background, please?
Holy shit, you guys answered.
Yes.
Holy shit, who's this?
This is Wyatt now.
All right, Wyatt, got to turn down the background.
No, I think it's an echo.
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Is that better?
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right, what do we got?
Okay. Hey, how are you guys doing tonight?
Swole as ever.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Loving it.
What's on your mind?
Hey, I just got to say that I'm sick of the Conor McGregor bullshit in the news. The only thing I want to hear is when he's going to fight next and who it's going to be.
Do you think he's going to come back then? I'm assuming you
Oh,
do think.
definitely. Definitely. This is all a hype train, I think.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you think he's a rapist?
No, definitely not. It's part of that whole Me Too bullshit. Girl probably saw him in a bar and maybe went to a penthouse with him and hung out, and then saw the stardom and all the money he's got and decided to go to the police like, oh, he touched my pussy.
Mm-hmm. I agree. This is a smart man on the phone, this Wyatt. Anything else?
No, just love the show, and you guys keep rocking it.
All right, thanks for the call. That's an intelligent human being right there, Jesse.
Yeah.
He knows what he's talking about. I completely agree.
You don't even have all the details. How can you completely agree?
Connor agrees too. Me and Connor and Wyatt, we're on the same boat.
Hmm.
We're sailing in Connor's direction here. We're going to save you, Connor. Everything's fine. You didn't do anything wrong. Just relax. You'll be back. You'll be the triple champ when you come back. And the triple champ does what the triple champ wants. Right? All right. You're alive with the MMA Holes. What is your name? What is on your mind?
It is Tyler Conrad. What the fuck is going on?
Oh my god, you have a robot voice over here? Can you talk like this the entire time?
It's Tyler Conrad?
No fluctuations in your voice. I like how you called in. You sounded like what's his name? The guy with the robot voice.
Oh, I don't know who the hell you're talking about.
Perfect. It's great.
Okay. What are you guys up to?
We never know what JBH is talking about.
Why are you like you're like
kidding.
tearing me apart tonight?
No, we're having fun.
Hey,
You're having fun.
I just turned it on though. What are we talking about tonight?
All right, so welcome to the show. Retired or criminal, Conor McGregor. We would love to know, what do you think about this situation over here? Conor McGregor says he's retiring.
Right.
And then we
right.
find out about the sexual abuse thing that he possibly could be getting charged with. We don't know what's going on with that. So do you think he's coming back? What are your thoughts?
I suppose he probably will come back, even if he doesn't. He has more money than God. The scotch or the whiskey thing's popping off. I mean, actually what Dana said was true, but I don't know. If he doesn't want to come back, he really doesn't have to. As far as the sexual abuse allegations, I mean, none of us were there. So until it's heard in a court of law, none of us can really say shit.
Mm-hmm. All right. So there you go. Thanks for the call, Tyler Conrad. All right, so there we go. 516-522-0267. Call in. Want to know what you think about the Conor McGregor situation? I want to hear the people that hate Conor. I want to get them people in. NH.
Hey, Senator.
Yes, we got NH on the line. Sorry about
Hello,
the technical.
Chris. Hi, Jesse.
Hi, NH. How are you?
I'm doing better this week, that's for sure.
Good.
All right, Ann, what is on your mind?
Kidney stones. No.
Kidney stones. Oh, yeah. So what is up with Mike H? Is he feeling better?
Yeah, he's better than he was.
Good.
So it's passing him, so that's good. A lot better. He'll be back to work hopefully next week.
All right, good stuff. I'm glad Mike is feeling better. So he passed the stones?
Yep, passed a whole bunch.
Did you juggle him when they came out?
I did not juggle him when they came out. I left him be.
All right. Well, it would have been next time. I want you to juggle him, if God forbid, if it ever happened again. What do you think about the whole situation with Conor McGregor? He's in some hot water. He supposedly retires. What do you think about that whole situation?
I don't think he's gonna stay retired. He's gonna come back out. You know, Come on, it's Conor. He's gonna fight. I mean, come on, he can't walk away. As the other situation, I'm not sure, really.
So
until you get more evidence, I can't say, yeah, it was him. So I can't, you can't say that. You can't just go hearsay.
All right.
I get it. You got to have evidence. I'm sorry.
There you go. So innocent until proven guilty, I guess, is the approach over here.
Yeah.
Jess, what do you think?
About what? I'm sorry.
I know. I saw you spacing out. I just wanted to know what you No fucks given. She's got, and you saw what she got? She got the Nintendo DS. I mean, could you imagine this one sitting in front of that thing, clicking away on it?
She's gonna. You'll never get her away from it now.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
You'll walk around naked, Chris, and go, whoa, and she'll be like, really? Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be doing helicopter dick with my little penis, and she no fucks
helicopter dick. Yeah. I remember that when you said that. She'll still be going.
What do you think about the fights this weekend with Gaethje versus Barboza?
I think Barboza, yes.
Barboza,
Gaethje, I mean, yes. I mean, I like Gaethje, but I think. Can he wrestle or anything? It just seems like he always just wants to bang, and I think he'd do better if he'd try his wrestling or I don't think he's going to do that again. I think he's just going to go try to knock him out and get in trouble again.
I tell you what, there's going to be a lot of sore legs in this fight. Could you imagine these two, some of the hardest kicking fighters in the UFC, about to chop each other down? It's fun. It's a fun one.
Yeah, because Barboza, yeah.
All right, so now where will you be watching the fights this weekend?
It's on. Oh, I actually get to use my big TV, the 65-inch TV.
Yes,
HD. It's on ESPN regular.
Good stuff.
Wow, miracles happen.
That is good stuff, man. I'm glad you're finally able to watch these damn fights. That's good to hear.
Yeah, finally. Yeah, and so on. Great that Vlad gets those, in the Patreon and the Discord where I get the, don't say anything.
Yeah, little help, little guidance.
I can watch them. Yeah, but it's on my phone, and it's small.
Vlad is like our Patreon oracle. I got to show you. I mean, you can stream on your TV. There are a lot of ways to do it. Is
there from that when he gives that out? Because I know I could do it.
If you're ever streaming anything and you want to put it on your TV and you don't know how to do it, like beam it, Chromecast or anything like that, there are ways where you can at least just unplug your cable box, plug it into your computer, and boom, it's on your TV. So if you want to do something like that, it gets a little bit easier. I mean, maybe another time we can talk about how you can steal fights.
Yeah.
All right. And any last thoughts?
Steal fights. What did I say? I said people are going to be doing that all the time because it's so stupid the way that, I told you. I felt about that. It's so stupid how they got the package deal now, and yeah, I think they're going to lose a lot of fans.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, and any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. I love the MMA-Holes, drunk, everybody in there, flat earth, everybody, you know what I'm talking about.
There you
everybody.
Go. All right, Ann, thanks for the call.
Love you guys, of course.
Love you, Ann.
Wonderful.
Love you too. All right, so that's Ann H. Pirating fights. By the way, Aljamain Sterling will not be fighting for the title because we have Moraes versus Henry Cejudo, but it looks like Aljamain is on a crash course with Pedro Munoz, and that should be a pretty decent fight. That's a tough one for Al. Al's on a 3-fight winning streak over here, and now him versus Pedro Munoz. What are your thoughts on that fight?
I think it's a good fight. I think it would be a good scrap. Pedro Munoz, after what he did to Garbrandt and Aljamain on a winning streak right now, I think it'd be a great fight to put together. I'm a little disappointed because it's not the way I kind of wanted it to work out for the 135 division, but I like it. I'm not going to complain.
It should be a good one. It should be good. Pedro is man. You saw what he did to Cody Garbrandt. He's gonna be tricky for Aljo. Aljo's got to get that wrestling going again, but it's a tough one for the Funk. And I'm looking forward to that if it does happen. It looks like it's happening soon. Should we take one more call or should we wind it down? Jesse, what do you say?
Whatever you want.
The peeps want to talk. All right. If you call in quick. Make it quick. And let's take another one. 516-522. And here we go. You are live with the MMA-Holes. What is your name and what is on your mind?
Anthony.
Hey, Anthony.
How you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
What's on your mind?
I just wanted to congratulate you guys, both of you, for having one of the best shows on YouTube, of course. I think you got to change that goal to 100,000. That's on the wall back there.
Yeah. Okay, we will. Thank you, man. Very nice.
Absolutely, absolutely. You guys are excellent. It's just excellent. It's very good. You're on the right track. And I have that quick thought for Conor McGregor.
Okay.
I coached. I called before. It's Coach Tony D. I called before.
Okay.
Very simple. The guy's drinking his proper whiskey. Think about that. How is he going to come back and win? And win and win and win. He might come back one time. He might get lucky and win, maybe. But if he keeps drinking 5 o'clock in the morning, walking out of a bar, I mean, if he keeps drinking and training and drinking and training, I just don't think it's correct.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
All right. So that is the other side of things, and it's a good point. Very good point. Anthony, thank you so much for the call. Appreciate it.
Hey, you're welcome, and good luck, folks.
All right. There you go. Look at it. Very nice gentleman
What a
right there.
good caller.
It's a fine citizen. We'll take another one. 516-522-0267. What are your thoughts on that, Jesse?
I agree with him. Listen, I think that Conor McGregor, he's clearly on a, I don't know if it's a self-destructive path or what his sole agenda is behind his decision making, especially as of late. But it's clear that he's not taking his career seriously anymore, and rightfully so. He has all the money in the world. What does he need to fight for? But if he plans to come back at any point, I think he should clean up his act first, because there's no way he's going to win with what he's doing now.
All right. Well, I mean, it is a good point. After the Floyd Mayweather situation, right, he's kind of spiraled downhill. Mm-hmm. I mean, and he's lost 2 in a row, but one is boxing, one is mixed martial arts. To me, he's only lost one fight. So I don't think it's the end of the world, the Khabib thing. And he lost to a guy that's undefeated, 27-0 or 28-0. You're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what is on your mind?
Justin, just one in the chat.
All right, Justin, what's up?
Well, that whole Conor McGregor ordeal, man. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's an awesome fighter, great fighter. I'm just sick of all the bullshit, you know. And why can't he do a co-main event? His ego, he needs to get, tone it down or something. I don't know.
All right, so you've had enough. You're frustrated.
Yeah, I like him. He's awesome, I'm Irish Italian, but that's all just propaganda bullshit.
All right.
I don't know.
All right, thanks for the call. Look at that, Jesse. He's done with him. He had enough. He had enough with him. He says, no more, Conor. Enough's enough. Let's take some more. 516-522-0267. Let us know what you think about Conor McGregor. You done with this guy? Let us know what you think about the allegations of, the sexual assaults. Is he retired? Will he come back?
Ruthless Razzo wants any advice from you on picking up girls.
Ruthless Razzo. I'm a fucking... I got all the advice. You're alive with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what is on your mind?
Kevin from Chicago.
Kevin, you weren't the king of the calls tonight, Kevin. You've dropped the ball.
Yeah, dropped it. But I got to talk on Dana White.
Okay.
So much for Dana White. Oh, we're going to make that rematch. We got to make that rematch. Yeah, so much for that. You were wrong again, Dana White. A big L another time, Dana White. They're doing Robbie Lawler versus Woodley rematch. That'll be good. And they're doing the right thing, letting Ben Askren move on, get another big fight, let him work towards the title. But this is another example of Dana White talking bullshit, and he's wrong again. What's your thoughts on that? Dana White being wrong again, saying something and then not coming to fruition.
All right, so wait, make yourself clear. So what is he wrong about? What fight are we talking about?
Well, he said we're going to do this fight. He said, we're going to run the fight back. We got to make that fight again. And then
the Khabib fight?
2 weeks later, they're not doing that fight again. They're doing Robbie Lawler versus Woodley rematch. So he does this all the time. He says shit and he makes shit up. A couple weeks later, it doesn't happen and he just moves on. Nobody gives him shit for it. It's like, well, why'd you say that? That you're not going to do that? Why don't you get the facts straight before you start running your mouth?
All right.
What's your thoughts on that?
Thanks for the call. All right. Honestly, I think he's talking out of his ass. I mean, that was not happening. They weren't going to run that fight back. I never thought that they would run that fight back. So he's talking about, he didn't even explain what fight he was talking about, but he's talking about Askren versus Lawler. That's the fight he's speaking of, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, he wants that to be run back, but that wasn't going to be run back. You know, and like you see in the chat over and over again, Dana always lies. He's a promoter. That's his job. His job is to lie. When we had Matt Bissett on Monday, you know, he made some good points. He said that, and I tried to get him to say things bad about Dana White, and he never really went for it. But the guy's job is to make this sport exciting, right? Make you want to buy a pay-per-view, make you want to be interested in these fights. And you can criticize him for how he goes about it. But I honestly think this. I think Dana White is doing a very good job. I really do. A lot of people are hating on the guy, but like I said before, when I watch a press conference after a fight, I fast forward a lot of the fighters and I go straight to Dana. Like I won't even watch some of the fighter interviews. I will always watch Dana on the mic because I want to hear what this guy has to say. If he's lying, if he's not lying, he's must-see TV. He's got me sold, you know? So I don't care. If he says something's going to happen and it doesn't happen, it doesn't bother me. I don't lose any sleep. So what do you think about the whole Dana White thing?
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I could care less, honestly. Like, even when it comes to certain fighters, like Dana or fighters, it doesn't matter. I'll listen to anything that they have to say, whether they're annoying or whether I like them or not, because I just like to know what's going through their minds before and after a fight. Like, I don't think about all that stuff. I think that's, man, you can call me casual all you want, but I could care less. Like, I just want to hear what they have to say and then formulate my own opinion on it.
A lot of people don't want Dana there anymore. They think that, and the sport is different, right? The sport is a lot different now. Like, the ranking system's out the window. Everything is about double champ, triple champ, all that bullshit. The product is it's a lot different. It is a lot different. And people are blaming Dana for this, okay? I don't completely blame Dana. I think when the Fertitta brothers were there, they had enough control to... Oh, we got Jessica Jake. See what Jessica has to say.
Could you please hang up on Kevin from now on? Everyone gets dumber when he talks.
Jessica's not liking Kevin. By the way, someone that said he sounded like Yucko the Clown. I think it was Kainoto that said it. Dead on. Dead on. Did you ever hear Yucko the Clown?
No.
Kevin, you sound like Yucko the Clown. It's hysterical. Yucko the Clown, I saw him live. It was Howard Stern had the Nasty Show. I saw him, KC, what was his name? The guy there was a guy, Reverend Bob Levy. At the end of his shows, he would pull, I think, his girlfriend up on stage and he would eat like sour cream out of his girl's asshole. It's a great show. Cool. But Yucko the Clown, I'll give you one Yucko the Clown bit, okay? You ready, Jesse? You like comedy. You did comedy back in the day.
Okay.
Now, warning. This is not me saying the joke. This is me reiterating what Yucko the Clown said, who is an anti-Semitic clown. That's who he is. And he opened his act like this. Ready? The Jews on the bus go in the oven, in the oven, in the oven. The Jews go... That's what he started his act with. Like, so we're all sitting there. We're all sitting there at this comedy club, and we're looking at this guy with an unwashed clown costume singing The Jews on the Bus Go in the Oven. And I'm like, is this fucking happening? Is this happening? And when we went downstairs, before the act even started, Yucko was standing by the front desk, right? You know, when you check in, we had 12 people. So as we are saying, I'm like, Chris, and it's a party of 12. I hear Yucko in the background go, Jesus, party of 12. That's Yucko the Clown. All right, so anyway, I'm a big Howard Stern fan, in case you didn't know. Let me know in the chat. Hit me with the ones if you've ever listened or watched Howard Stern. Very inspirational Jew, that Howard. And he is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Okay, I think we should wind this shit down. I think we're done. Story time's over. Jesse had enough.
I'm just listening.
No? So when it comes to the second channel, we got a bunch of gifts. Thank you again, Jessica G. Appreciate it so much. The second channel is called Not the MMA-Holes. I don't know about going live tonight with that shit, but tomorrow, maybe early, we might go live on there on Not the MMA-Holes. Friday on this channel, we'll be doing some stuff for CES. So if you're in Connecticut, come by the Connecticut Convention Center. It is wonderful, wonderful. We have an MMA hole over here. Matt H. Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
This community is growing quick. This community is growing quick. By the way, let's get these likes up over here. 135 people watching and only 87 likes. There should be 100 so we can play that song. So let's just stare at it.
Wonderful, wonderful.
We got 50 likes. Yes, celebration time. Thank you for getting us to 100 likes.
I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes.
We've got 50 likes. MMA-Holes 50
likes. I've got 50 likes.
We've got
50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA-Holes 50 likes. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes.
MMA-Holes
50 likes. The dislikes can choke on a dick.
6 people choking on a dick and everyone else is wonderful, wonderful. We'll see you on this channel Friday on the road. You pumped to hit the road?
Yes, I'm very excited.
Yeah. We'd like to see you in Connecticut. So stop by, say hello. Jesse, look them in their soul faces.
Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA-hole.